Ugh. What's up? What's up? Let's have a day. Hopefully, everybody had a pretty good 4th of July weekend. I know I did myself. Just get prepared. Let's get prepared to have a good day today. Cam, what's up? What's up? Yeah, this is a pretty solid slate today, I would say, as far as I'm concerned. It's like props go and everything. I think there's a lot of spots to look at today. I don't know. As far as game goes, there's a lot of tricky games on the slate. I have to be honest. But we'll find some spots. I think yesterday was pretty similar. Yeah, the run and RBI slate it's going to have me betting way too many of those. But yeah, this looks kind of similar to yesterday, though. There's a lot of, I would say, tricky games as far as like picking sides and totals on those games. But as far as props go, there's a lot of options. Like yesterday, I know a lot of people got destroyed by pitcher props yesterday, which sucks. But I mean, I'm not a pitcher prop guy. I think hitters had a pretty good day yesterday, so I was happy to see that. But yeah, I think today is going to be something pretty similar. I think there's pretty good spots for a lot of hitters, especially in, there's a couple of bullpen games, like this Rangers game. I know Spencer Howard's a guy who's come up and start, but he hasn't been pretty good. So I'm going to look at it in the same vein. But Austin Voth is definitely a guy that you look at, and I think there's going to be a decent amount of runs in that game. J-Rod running RBI. You're never going to hear an argument from me about that one. That guy is really good. Not just now, but has been for quite a few weeks, even months now. He's been really, really good. And he's going to continue to be a really good part of that offense. So, need Austin Hayes top of the order? I don't think you need it, to be honest. I don't think you need it. I'm probably going to end up taking it either way, to be real with you. The milk. Is that a new emote? The milk? That's hilarious. Coastal, what's up, my man? Wheezy, what's up? What's up? Rody's a lock. Yeah, I mean, he should have that unlocked by now. It's him or nobody.
Yo. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
You hear me?
Yep.
Let's go. Happy to be here. You holding it down for me while I'm late again?
Just a little bit.
Word. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, pretty solid weekend. Had a lot of family come to town. Pretty chill weekend. So,
how many hot dogs?
We kept it to a minimum. I would say it was more of a burger wings type weekend.
Let's go.
Always plays.
That's how it should be done. What's your what's your wing flavor of choice?
You just go straight hot wings.
Straight hot wings. You like spicy?
I mean, spicy. A decent bit.
Okay. Yeah. You ever have the blazing wings from B-Dubs?
I haven't. I will say I'm not a huge B-Dubs fan.
Wow, neither am I. I think it's extremely underrated or overrated. Sorry, I think it's dog shit.
I think so too. I think
it's dog shit.
Hooters is supreme, and not just because of the views.
Hooters. Hoots, bro. I cannot believe you just said that, but we'll go with it. Yes, I'd rather also go to Hooters. How about it? They used to have a Hooters in the Redskins football stadium.
Really?
How about that? Shockingly, that got taken away a couple years ago, maybe because of some of the allegations. But yeah, let's get some W's in chat for Hooters. That place smacks. B-Dubs has the worst service of all time. It's like they're trying to be shitty. That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wingstop is gas. I agree. The B
Plucker's
Dubs,
also great.
what is?
Somebody commented Pluckers. I don't know if that's just like a regional thing. I guess it is because it's only in
Yeah, I
Texas.
don't
I
have
think
that
have it here
shit.
in Florida, so I don't know where they have it, but also very solid.
Wingstop Ranch, goated. It's
Yeah,
literally crack.
it is.
Wingstop is if you could combine like B Dubs' sauce is really fucking good. Like the sauce they have, like Asian Zing, Mango Ab, like their buffalo sauce, Nashville hot, whatever. The sauce is good. They got that down. The wings just fucking blow. They're like bouncy. You could like dribble those fucking things. I hate that. They're like big, thick, and like bouncy joints. Nah, not for wings. For other things, yeah. But not
Yeah.
wings. Can't do it. Yeah, happy to be here. What do you guys? Yeah, if they could make Wingstop's wings with the beat up sauce, that would be pretty fucking good.
Heavenly.
That'd be pretty fucking good. But yeah, this is not my new crib. I'm moving into my new place, but Xfinity sucks, and they have not figured out how to get our internet going. So I'm at my buddy's place, doing the stream from here. Got to make things happen out here. Got to make plays.
Yeah.
Just like in baseball, guys. Sometimes you got to make plays on stream. It is what it is. It is what it is. Any crazy prize picks that stuck out to you before we dive into today?
I wouldn't say there's anything crazy that I'm just like scrambling to put in every single entry, but there's a lot of good spots today. I don't know if I would call it my favorite yet, but it's definitely going to be up there. I'm going to go with Kyle Schwarber. Probably his total bases just because of the value that's there, because he's an extra basic guy. But just looking at, I know your guy Spino, he's a big fastball curveball guy, which Schwarber crushes fastballs. And if you look at like run values and everything for him against curveballs, it doesn't necessarily look great. But if you look at kind of the metrics behind it, I mean, his expected batting average, I think it's above 300. Same with expecting slugging, it's like over 600. So positive regression is going to come in that area. So I think him, Hoskins, and a couple other guys are in a pretty good spot, unfortunately for your Nats, to hit Espino today.
I mean, I could have told you that Espino has been overperforming and his results have been better than his actual, arm hanging from his body. I mean, anyone with a brain could have told you that. I don't disagree. Dude's got heart though. It's hard to handicap heart. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, he'll probably get his fucking tits rocked today. No doubt about it. I'm done with this Nats team. Over the weekend, placed my last bet on them for the year. That is a promise. I'm not going to sneak bet them. I'm not going to bet them. I'm not going to tell people to bet them. If anything, I'm going to tell people to fade them because they're a joke. I'm already on to next year. This is almost just like a tryout for who's going to play with Juan Soto next year at this point. I will say some good news came out with Juan Soto talking about it. The media got him talking a little bit, and he was like, yeah, I don't even know if I want to go to free agency. I'm very comfortable here. He likes it there. His brother's in the organization, and that's great and all. But at the end of the day, Scott Boras is his agent. At the end of the day, I think like Scott Boras, by far, all his clients almost always go to free agency. That's kind of his thing. They really very rarely ever sign fucking extensions ever. Like he gets his guys to free agency. I'm not saying the Nats won't absolutely pay him when he hits free agency. We're going to try. But almost all his clients go to free agency. I doubt he gets extended midseason unless Juan Soto tells him he really wants to. We'll have to see. But I'm done with this team. There is a series coming up here in August that is going to be the Nationals versus the Oakland Athletics. And this is after we're going to trade away our entire team. And this might go down as the worst MLB series to ever be in the history of sports. Maybe not even baseball, just the worst series in all sports. So really excited to watch that. Super excited for where the team's going. It's great. And we're selling it. So see how it goes. The Rays are hitting. At least one of our teams is doing some shit, right? The Rays are starting to hit baseballs.
Yeah, not yesterday, but I mean over the course of that J series, like I think the offense looks significantly better, but I don't want to put too much stock into it because it was the Jays bullpen, especially because they were put in a pretty tough situation on Saturday with Gausman going down, getting hurt in the second inning. Then they had the long pen outing for the first game, and then the second half of that doubleheader as well. And then Stripling really didn't give them much on Sunday either. So it was a lot on their bullpen, and their bullpen is not good. So I think they're in a situation. I know we were talking about them at the trade deadline. I don't think they can wait that long. They need to start getting bullpen help now because the Rays, like, yeah, somebody just said they can't hit a righty to save their lives. They really weren't able to hit anything to save their lives for a month now, and a lot of that had to do with injuries and guys in and out of the lineup or whatever. But they made the Jays bullpen look like 8th grade pitchers. So I don't think they can wait that long if they're really trying to seriously contend at the top of that wild card spot. Like, I think there's not much competition as far as outside the division goes, but I think they can't wait. They can't wait any longer.
Yeah. Your guy, Adam, just isn't getting it done these days.
Jason Adam? No, I was talking about the Blue Jays.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, they're both the fucking worst bullpen of all time.
Yeah, it's
Literally.
terrible.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Scherzer is back today.
Yes.
That's good for baseball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Plumpy Dumpling. Wow, what a name. Your Nats get a good haul for Josh Bell. I mean, there's a chance we get a top 100 player, a top 100 prospect for him. Depends how desperate a team is. I don't think we're going to get, 4 top 100 prospects because his contract expires. But there's always a team that's extremely desperate that makes a move and ends up giving away maybe something they shouldn't. So we'll see. I think we'll get some shits. I'm hearing from Nat's Twitter, and honestly, my own brain as well is starting to think maybe we should extend this guy. Maybe he actually is really fucking good. He's in his prime right now. He's starting to play a little bit of defense. He hits from both sides. He's a good-ass dude. I really like Josh Bell. He's probably going, but would not mind us extending him either. I mean, having some good players on the team is always good. That's the goal, not just getting rid of everyone. It's been so toxic in DC over the past year. Everyone being like, well, we stink. Patrick Corbin and Steven Strasburg take up almost a third of our entire salary cap, if not more, and they stink or don't even pitch. And we're going to be paying Strasburg through 2030, which is brutal. I will say my guy Corbin. Is Corbin back? He's looked great in 2 starts in a row. His velo is up. I know he didn't get the win the other night, but he looked really good. It was against the Marlins offense, who's absolutely atrocious too. I get it. But he's looking a lot better. So I'm happy. I wish he pitched like this earlier in the season so that we could have traded him. Maybe. But I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I wouldn't put too much stock in it. Not that I'm trying to be like really pessimistic about it, but I mean the 2 starts, the Marlins, like it was their depleted lineup that game too, and it was against they already can't hit a lefty. So like I would wait a little bit to say that he's back until does he start it all in this Philly series? He should, right?
Probably. He just pitched yesterday though.
Oh, he did. Oh, he's facing the Braves. Same thing. So
right.
We'll see. We'll give him a true test.
Even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also wanted to talk about, I know this is something we briefly talked about this weekend, but the MLB, and I agree with you, you brought this up, the MLB did a terrible job of promoting 4th of July baseball, just baseball this weekend in general. You had a great point to me today where you were saying, NBA does a great fucking job advertising their, Christmas games. Everyone knows about those games the entire season. We know who's playing. And then leading up to it, everyone watches it. And I hate the NBA. I still watch it. I bet on it, whatever. NFL, same thing with Thanksgiving. They're starting to play Christmas games too. Everyone knows about it. They make it heard. Right now, baseball is the only sport on TV, and they don't promote anything. They're terrible. It's atrocious. People don't have anything to do this whole weekend. They're relaxing. They're off of work. And I didn't hear a single thing about baseball. Now, granted, I was moving into my new place, and I literally didn't watch a lick of baseball this whole weekend pretty much. Did anything really exciting happen? I don't know. Were there any huge matchups? I don't know. I didn't hear anything. It's a joke. The MLB is a joke. There's a reason there's less people, filling those seats every year. It's almost like they don't care. I don't understand it. As long as the owners are making their money and hitting their quotas, I guess they don't care if they're growing the game. And that's what it's come down to. It sucks. It's not good for the game. It's not good for younger players. It's not good for the future of the league when we need to continue to grow the sport and make it exciting and make, young players all over the world want to grow up playing it. As people get more athletic and bigger and stronger going forward, we can't have people be going to other sports. We need people to grow up still wanting to play baseball. It really stinks. seeing, the MLB and Rob Manfred, who's an absolute clown, run the league into the ground like this. I'm sure you agree.
Yeah, 100%. I just think they have such a great opportunity come 4th of July because obviously, the NBA is Christmas, the NFL is Thanksgiving, and those are during periods of time where there's some form of competition, like with other sports. Like there's college football going on, even like early college basketball on Thanksgiving. Now even you have NFL on Christmas and some other stuff as well, like bowl games and all that. The MLB has a golden opportunity because they really have nothing except the hot dog eating contest, and that's 10 minutes, 10 minutes out of the whole slate. They have a perfect opportunity to do something similar to like the NBA does, have a full slate of nationally televised games with some premier matchups. Like I said it earlier too, as much as I hate the Yankees, the fact that they're not playing on the 4th of July is a joke, and it's a missed opportunity. Like we want to see, or the world wants to see, a Yankees Red Sox on, whatever, on Fox at noon on 4th of July, or like a Dodgers Padres, something exciting.
Perfect opportunity.
Exactly. They have it all in front of them, and they're missing. Like somebody said this too in the comments, like the MLB doesn't promote. They don't do it at all. Not just on the 4th of July, but they don't do it nearly as much as some of the other leagues because they just rely on, okay, there's going to be true baseball fans because it's America's pastime, and they're going to be the ones who find a way to watch, these games here and there, their team, whenever. They need to realize that to grow the game, they need to do stuff like these other leagues do. And they have a golden opportunity with the 4th of July, especially now because the 4th of July is, yes, it's a national holiday. Yes, it's when everybody's at home ready to watch sports. But it's also like a week or so, or 2 weeks, I guess, before the All-Star game. This is a great time to get people excited for that and to get excited for the games that they're going to watch on the 4th of July while they're at home, relaxing, grilling out with their family. It's just they have a golden opportunity in front of them, and they blow it every single time. And I guess I realized it before, but after really just being home trying to watch games a lot all day while we were chilling, it wasn't as appealing to me because there wasn't anything I really looked forward to outside of like stuff I bet on. It's not like a appointment television thing like it should be.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I'm not at this point. Are we shocked? Are we shocked that this is what they're doing? I'm not. It is what it is. It does not help to grow the game. You mentioned hot dog eating contest. Joey Chestnut still got it done. Obviously, I don't think that was ever really a debate. The under was a lock. How about them apples? My inside source saying Joey Chestnut coming in injured, coming in 9 pounds overweight, shrinking your stomach. It was no joke. I mean, I don't know if that's the reason why he was lacking. I know there was a fan who ran out and freaking had some weird ass protest and almost got his neck snapped by Joey Chestnut. By the way, Joey Chestnut, he's either doing jujitsu or he's secretly like an undercover agent or something because he looked like he's been breaking necks. That was a weird maneuver from him. Scary. Don't mess with that guy. Do not mess with Joey Chestnut. I think we already knew that already. But the dude missed his total by like 11 hot dogs, 12 hot dogs. It was wild. Absolute lock. Yes, Joey Chestnut, I'll give you your props, brother. You're an American hero. You're a legend. You're a freak. I ate 10 hot dogs over a 3-hour span, and I thought I was going to explode. And you eat 65 of them in 10 minutes and act like it's nothing. You probably go out and grab a beer after. So respect, Joey. The lock of the century. I mean, the under was
it was free. Absolutely
free. Should have known when Prize Picks bumped that shit down that it was going to be okay. That bugged me out, but turns out it didn't even matter. I think you could have gotten under 63 or whatever it was hot dogs for like plus 2,000, some crazy odds. Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and shout out Trent if that's you watching this. Thanks for jinxing it, saying the sharps. Everyone's trying to be sharp, acting like they don't. The unders the play in the hot dog eating contest. Next thing we know, it's like a record low for Joey Chestnut. So thank you for doing you, brother. Hope you had a good weekend, by the way. Looked fun as shit. So hope you had a good time. Speaking of Trent, let's go ahead and advertise our guys over at The Game Day. Go over to thegameday.com, see if they've got any promos for sports books in your area. Give at The Game Day a follow on social medias. I'm sure they'll have some videos of Trent running around in his Astros uniform like a buffoon. I got to watch that shit. So follow at The Game Day on social media. Definitely worth your time over there. Anyways, the Nats got swept in incredible fashion. Is this true, my man? The ship low? FanDuel refunded overs on chestnuts?
Yep, I saw that.
Really?
Yeah,
Did they cash unders? Is what I'd like to know.
I believe so. I haven't seen anything otherwise.
Because the protester, yeah, I'm hip. Let me check my account and make sure that this shit still went through straight up. I'm gonna be
Pretty sure it
bummed.
would have been a bigger deal if they did not cash the under, which I don't think they can really do that.
No, my shit cash, bro. My
Yeah,
shit cash. Yeah, the Nats got swept. Tanner Rainey gave up two-run home runs in consecutive days to blow saves. I guess the second one wasn't technically a blown save, but in my head it was. I mean, you can't be giving up nukes to freaking De La Rosa or whatever the heck his name is on the Marlins. That dude barely even gets playtime. Give me a break. Tanner Rainey's trade value. Smell you later. I guess you'll be on the Nats next year. Fuck. Looks like the Red Sox lost a series to the Cubs. That happened this weekend. You kidding me? It's because Ali was in the house, I'm assuming. Ali, if you're watching this, you're cursed, just like all of us. Nuts, bro.
Yeah. They did not look good in that series. It was their offense particularly did not look really good. I mean, they had Cubs pitchers on the mound looked fantastic for some reason. Like they had one of the games, I think, yeah, it was this game. They had Alec Mills slated to go, and he got hurt like an out into the game, and Mark Leiter Jr. came in and pitched a gem against the Red Sox offense, which was really – they just really confused me that whole series.
Yeah. Jack Leiter's shitty older cousin who's been around the league for 10 years. I know translate.
Yeah.
He's probably like lying in bed with like his feet up, like kicking up like that, where he does his like little fucking video he does. Yeah, Trent, I hope you're recovering, my man. I got you. I'll hold it down today. I'm gonna run the surgical stream. Javon, you're more than welcome to come on and chill with me if you want. I don't know how busy you are today. More than welcome to vibe. But we've got a ton of baseball today. Baseball. Before we dig into it, I do want to say, guys, we are 9 weeks away from NFL football, and we are less than 8 weeks away from college football. Thank goodness. We're going to be okay, guys. Everyone hang in there. This is the dog days of summer. Not just saying that because we only have baseball to bet on. I know it's boring. Hang in there. Do not fret. Football is right around the corner. We're going to have to do like an in-depth analysis of that first Thursday Night Football game because that shit's making my brain hurt. I keep flipping sides, which sketches me. What is it? Rams. Who was it? Rams, Bills.
Yeah.
Rams, Bills. And the spread keeps bouncing around too. I'm curious to see where this shit is right now. We might as well talk about this for a second.
I see I'm Rams -1.
You're seeing Rams -1?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm seeing Bills -1.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it really matters which way it's bouncing out here in the start of July.
You know the rule. So I'll give you my quick. I don't want to talk too much about it because we got some time, but I do get super stoked when I bring up football. The golden rule for the first game of the season is just fade the Super Bowl winner. That's like the bread and butter, the old reliable golden standard, right? You're no fool. You're no rookie. But I will say a fuck ton of money is coming in on the Bills. And people love betting on the Bills. And people don't love betting on the Rams. I mean, they did obviously when they went on a run last year, but people love betting on Josh Allen, man. So this game's put my brain in a blender. I might just have to be boring as fuck and just take the under, which nobody ever wants to do. I feel like the under probably wins every single first opening game of NFL because nobody wants to fucking bet it. I might take an all under 40. We'll have to see. Maybe they'll have juiced footballs this year. Who fucking knows what's going on these days? But
wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, I'm cool with more offense. You kidding me? The primetime overs bit though for baseball, it's like the opposite for football. It's primetime unders. That's what you want to be.
I know. I went to the Bucks Saints game that was 9-0 and wanted to throw up. the entire time. Sunday night game. Absolutely disgusting.
That is gross, dude. Okay. Well, there's a baseball game coming up in 3 hours. People are gonna want something in that, I'm assuming, right? Cap Wise Nick, Juice footballs are Tom Brady's worst nightmare. We'll have those shits deflated in a second, right? That's a geek. Seattle, San Diego. So how about them damn Mariners? I did say I'm not going to call it because I said it was going to be either the Angels or Seattle after that fight. One of those two teams is going to fucking skyrocket up and start winning some serious games. So I'm not going to take full credit for a sharp angle there because I picked both of them. But Seattle's on fire. Seattle's on fire. They look good. This is the team we were supposed to see. We're getting a little bit of offense. The pitching's still pretty sus, but they've got Gilbert on the bump today, Javon. And Gilbert's really good. Gilbert's no fucking joke. And you can get Gilbert at plus money today against the Padres, who do not impress me one bit. They don't. I've been saying this all year. They don't impress me one bit. They win 2-1 games at home all fucking year because nobody scores at their park. They don't score, and I know Tatis is out, and I know Machado is out. I get it. But Eric Hosmer is a clown. That dude got the bag, and he doesn't do anything. This Padres team can't hit. You know who's hitting right now is Seattle. Clevenger's on the mound. I need to look up and see how he did in his last start because I don't know off the top of my head. Clevenger's a weird dude to bet, especially. Yeah. I mean, he's been back on injury. He might still be on a pitch count. I don't know. I think he's had two. He came back late from the injury, and I think he missed another start or two from an injury this year. So I don't know what's good with him. I mean, he went 6 innings, a one-hit ball, although it was against the D-backs in his last start. I mean, we could fucking go up there and do that. He's got a sub-3 ERA. Is this legit? Are you buying Clev right now? Or are you like, I don't really know what's good with this guy?
Not yet. I think if you're looking for kind of an edge as far as what you're getting from the Mariners, I think it would be the fact that they're one of the most patient teams in the league, and they'll be going up against Clevenger, who walks guys decently above average. I think that's what you're looking at there. But me personally, I want to fade both these pitchers. I want to take the over.
Ooh.
It actually moved up from 7 to 7.5. I'm just seeing, but
sure,
I think that's an important edge that you're getting from the Mariners side of things. But from the Padres side of things, the Padres, as bad as their offense has been, they have a majority of their hitters who have been hitting really, really well against righties in the past month. And I think there's especially a thing when Logan Gilbert pitches against guys with pretty high exit velos off their bats, like you've seen in a couple of his starts. So that's when he tends to get blown up. And you have a couple of those guys in the lineup today, like Luke Voit. I think Luke Voit goes yard today. I think he has a pretty good day. But yeah, I think it's a bad matchup on both sides, if I'm being honest. So I'm willing to fade both these pitchers and kind of take the offenses to be a little better today. It does scare me being in San Diego because there's absolutely no offense in that park for whatever reason when the Padres play there. But yeah, I think there's going to be decent offense from both sides today.
Yeah, I'm down to ride that with you. I like the line movement. I like the money. I like where the money's split on this. I like your angle with, there's two pitchers with sub-3 ERAs on the bump, right? But I think it's a bad matchup for Clevenger, like you just said. And, I mean, Gilbert, can he keep up this pace? Like, if he keeps up this pace, he's going to be in the running for Cy Young. Is Gilbert a Cy Young type guy? Probably not. But he's got a 2.66 and he's 9-3 this year. Like, he's been absolutely dominant. But like you said, maybe some guys can get to him today. Your Luke Voit angle there. Is there anything sketch on Prize Picks that you're seeing from him or anyone from these teams offensively? Oh, there is.
That was a big part in it because Luke Voit runs an RBI today, and that guy goes yard every single time he's listed for that.
Okay, so then why are we not locked this in?
Yeah, as far as like odds too, like massive gap in home run odds with Luke Voit and everybody else. Which
really,
that's not usually the case, but that's not the whole basis for it because that is like the Logan Gilbert versus guys with high exit velo thing is probably the basis for it, as well as, he hits well off his pitch mix and everything, but Luke Voigt's a big swing and miss guy. So like there's a lot goes into it. And the runs at RBI being listed for that helps a little bit.
Okay. Capwise Nick, Gilbert's a stud. I agree. What is your play in this? I'm curious if he's got an angle on that.
He
I'm
hasn't
down to
looked
ride that.
fantastic his last couple starts.
What's up?
He hasn't looked fantastic his last couple starts. I mean,
Who, Gilbert?
last start out, he got hit around by the A's quite a bit.
Oh, so this could be a good time. Maybe he's starting to come back down to earth. I actually remember watching that game. He had that crazy catch on that comebacker. Remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember that play? That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he got touched up for 8 hits again. If you give up 8 hits against the Athletics, I don't care how many runs you're giving up or whatever the fuck's going on. If you give up 8 hits to the Athletics, if you're giving up more than a hit an inning to those guys, you're not locked in. That's just simple.
Speaking of the A's, did you catch any of that game last night?
Talk to me like I'm 4. I haven't watched shit the whole weekend. I was moving. Not a fun weekend. What happened?
Well, so they took down Manoah last night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was that the game that Trent and them were at?
No, he was at the Padres Mariners.
Oh, Alek Manoah.
Yeah,
Alek
Manoah.
Not Manoah.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Was it? Did he get rocked? Was it like a close, low scoring game? What was the bet?
It was 5-1. All 5 of those runs, I believe, were off of him.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, he got hit around a good bit. The one thing that pisses me off about it is Laureano. Laureano's he's been hitting so well recently, which is annoying because that's driving up his price to get traded quite a bit, which I like. I want him to come to the Rays, which is probably not going to happen if he keeps playing this way. He's going to go somewhere where they can get a little more for him, but yeah, only 4 runs, so there was an error in there. But I mean, they hit around with him pretty good. I don't think anybody saw that coming, especially some of the guys that did it, like Elvis Andrus. It was the guy who did the most damage in that first inning, which is incredible to see. But yeah,
the fact that he's still in the lineup, man, is oof.
Yeah, you know who got the RBIs yesterday? Laureano got 1, and then there were 2 each from Elvis Andrus and Stephen Vogt.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Okay, you said Laureano's stock price is probably going up. Who would you say is like the biggest name, like outfielder piece that's about to be on the move? Do you think it's him? Or do you think it's Benintendi?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a combination of those 2 guys. I think the important thing for Benintendi is I think they're in a good position to send him to the Blue Jays, like we were talking about when we predicted that, but it's just because of the Barlow thing, because like I think they can get a pretty solid return if they package the 2 together. That's what I was kind of looking at. Laureano's rising a lot too. Ian Happ, like they're commenting too, is a big name on the rise, but I'm not so sure if he's like a certainty to get moved, like a lot of people are saying. I would say that Benintendi and Laureano are the 2 that are 100% getting moved. I don't know what it is with Happ, but those are probably the biggest names out there for sure.
Yeah, that actually brings me to a great point that this is actually perfect. Let's shift to wants and needs. Let's go to our baseball segment here. You bring up Ian Happ, or someone in comments brought up Ian Happ. I'm going to go over the Braves. That's my team today. We're going to finish up our divisions, NL East and AL East. So I got the Braves. They're going to be a bye, obviously. We saw them make a bunch of moves last year before the deadline. They spared no expense. They made some moves, as they should have. It paid out. They did a great job. They won the fucking World Series. They need some hitting outfield help right now. They need an outfielder, I think, even with Acuna coming back. I know they're relying a lot on Harris, who we've talked about. We really like this kid. He's been balling, but how long can he keep this up? What happens if he goes through some rookie struggles here? I think they need a bat in the outfield, and I think Ian Happ is a guy that the Braves could go out and get, because the Braves spare no expense. We saw it last year. They went out and got fucking Jock. They don't care. Like, they'll go out and overpay or make a trade and make a move for a big-name guy. They will. You know, they're not going to be frugal. They proved it last year. It worked out. I don't see why they wouldn't do it again this year, especially with how hot they've been. So I think Ian Happ is a great option for them. I could see them going out and snagging him. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think they like Michael Harris quite a bit. So I think it would take the one reason that I think Ian Happ is not a certainty to get moved. It's for this kind of the same reason as Brian Reynolds. I don't know if they're going to be willing to accept the price tag for him. As far as like I don't think they're going to get enough as much as they want from him or for him. So I don't know if the Braves will be desperate enough, I guess, if you want to put it like that, with as much as they like Michael Harris and as bad as I guess as a lot of people want to say Adam Duvall has been too, he's been a pretty crucial part of the run production in that offense as well.
He's been clutch. He might not have the stats, but he's been clutch.
Yeah, he's been really clutch, and he might not hit for the average, but he's been an important part of the lineup. So I think it would really have to take the perfect package for that to get done. But as far as like the Braves, bless you. As far as like the Braves, they don't have like a true need, I would say, offensively, so they can just go out and get whatever they want. If they can get it for the right.
Do you think they could potentially add an arm to the back end of their starting rotation? Are they going to rely on Anderson and Happ? Like Morton's been so iffy. Strider, they pulled out of their fucking bullpen. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not changing him. Like he's staying in this fucking rotation clearly. But like, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. I think if they can get a package for one of those package they like for one of those top end arms, they're going to go for that. But right. I mean, they do also have Kenley Jansen as their closer, so it's not a bad idea to go for one of the 1,000 bullpen arms that are out there. I mean, there's a ton of great names on that list, so I'm sure the Braves will be making calls for those as well.
All right, their bullpen's pretty good though, aren't they? Maybe not as much since they pulled Strider out of them.
Yeah, I mean it is. I just think, yeah, I don't think they want to rely on Kenley if they can get a guy like maybe like a Gregory Soto for a good price. I mean, I don't think they say no to that.
And I don't even think they care about the price, Javon, because like I said, like they fucking went out and balled last year and they won the.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not saying they can't afford it. I'm just saying as far as things that are not like immediate needs, like they have to have this going into the trade deadline with this agenda. Like they're gonna get guys that they think are good value, I guess, or that they're not selling the farm for, because I don't think they have like a true immediate need like at that spot because their bullpen is pretty good.
Right. I agree. Yeah, they have a top 5 bullpen ERA wise in baseball.
Yeah.
Cam, I agree, bro. Ian Anderson, I just don't know if he's going to cut it in the playoffs, and I know they'll probably cut it down to a 4-man rotation, and he's probably the guy that would go.
Yeah,
but they sketched me out. Is there like a back end starter you could think of who might get moved? Honestly, like a guy like Eric Fetty, who's having a pretty good year, but like there's no fucking way we trade him to the Braves. There's just no fucking way we do that. But like guys like that, like guys who are like towards the middle or back of rotations who are on shit teams that are looking to get moved. I'm trying to brainstorm any. I don't even know.
I think an interesting name, which probably wouldn't, like, he's not going to go to the Braves because it's interdivision, but he's started to move into that middle of the rotation type guy that I might get moved is Pablo Lopez.
Really?
I think he has a potential to get moved because, I mean, when you look at the Marlins, like I think a lot of the people look at the Marlins and Orioles and they say, oh, they have a lot of young talent. They're starting to turn the corner. They're not going to be, big sellers. I think the Marlins internally realize, like, if you look at their lineup, like they have plenty of talent there, but they have a lot of old guys, which is not what you want for a rebuild. Like they have, I think I saw somewhere it's 6 out of their 9 everyday starters are 30 or above. And then they have the, rotation pieces, but I think they want to kind of tighten that up a little bit. And going forward, I think whether it's now or whether it's, a year or two down the road, I don't think Pablo Lopez is going to be a part of that just because they're kind of trying to revamp everything. So he might be on the move. They can get a good package for him. Will he be going to the Braves? 99% not, but
they don't
he might be on the move somewhere.
Yeah, maybe we'll see more divisional moves, over the next couple of years. I don't think we'll see less, with the schedule changes and how everyone's playing less teams from their division. But it's really tough with these guys making trade. Like you don't even really see the Yankees and the Mets make trades, and they're in completely different conferences, and it's just because of the beef. You just don't see them work with each other. It's very petty. It's very MLB of the MLB. Okay. There's some good games today, though, man. I'll be honest with you. I want to talk about the Mets and Reds, and I know people don't want to hear, Reds talk, but I don't know anything about this Lodolo guy. I'd love, if you know anything, I'm all ears. But I do know one thing, and it's that when Max Scherzer comes back from an injury, or when Max Scherzer starts the season, although this year he started out great, I will say one of his best starts I've seen in a while before he got hurt. he tends to struggle a little bit coming back from an injury. He tends to struggle a little bit in his first game or two, especially early in the game. Solo home runs, that's kind of his kryptonite, which he doesn't. I'm not like he doesn't give them up every inning. It's Max Scherzer. This dude's a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's going to pitch terrible today, but he's been known to give up some solo home runs, to give up some runs early, especially coming back. I don't know shit about Lodolo. I'm not going to act like I do. Do you know anything about this kid? Somebody's in chat said he's also coming back from an injury.
Yeah, he is. But I mean, I know plenty about this guy because he was a top college baseball arm for TCU for quite some time, and
Word.
yeah, he was a top 10 draft pick. He was coming pretty hyped into this rotation. He hasn't been great, but I mean, if you look for a guy who, I know the weather's not great for this game, so it might not have the same effect, but they're playing in Great American Ballpark, which is, it's a bandbox, and he's a sinker ball pitcher who that'll play a little bit to his strength. I think the weather, as far as like the rain and everything, is probably the thing that brings me the most uncertainty to this game, which is why I don't really feel confident about a certain side, especially with two pitchers coming back from injury, pitching in this weather, which I can't really give you an accurate read on the game, but I think it's either going to be both pitchers going out there and shoving or both pitchers getting rocked. That's just how I'm going to look at it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess this was the kid Trent was talking about that was in his group project. I remember him talking about somebody. That makes sense. I am locking in that over in the Mariners-Padres game. I'm with you. I like the angle on that. I'm going to lock that in. If anybody's looking for some action, over 7.5, I'm getting even, which I love betting even lines. You kidding me? Throwing a unit on that. So I need some action during the day. It's been a tough weekend for your boy. I'm gassed. Thank you for hopping on early and shit.
Yeah. But, well, while you're locking that in, I can talk about the Orioles a little bit.
Please, yes.
A little wants and needs thing, because the Orioles are in, like I was talking about, they're in a pretty unique position because they're, starting to get the young pieces and young talent all around them. So I think they're going to be sellers, but it's going to be in a very kind of light targeted fashion. They're not just going to have a fire sale like the A's did last year. Like I guess the Orioles do most years. I think they're going to look to trade a lot of expiring contracts and a lot of guys that are specifically so they can fill their holes with young talent. AKA they're going to look to trade Mancini just because I think it's partially a thing that they want to see the guy contending. And then it's also partially. Yeah.
Is this third?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're not gonna do it for a package they don't feel is fit for him, but they're definitely looking to trade him. Part of it is because they want to see him on a contending team on his way out. Okay. But also, I mean, they just want to kind of revamp their whole team as far as the new talent that they're bringing in. And he's going to be a part of that, just like Anthony Santander. I think he's for sure gone. They want to kind of – I forget the guy who's supposed to be coming up, but they want to kind of leave a hole for him to come up in the minors, start playing well. If everybody knows that outfielder's name, it's blanking. I'm blanking at the top of my head, but they're going to try and do that and kind of revamp their team. Obviously, they're going to have kind of a fire sale on their bullpen, but I don't think it's going to be a fire sale in terms of everybody's going to be gone, but I think everybody's available. Shout out Jorge Lopez I guess you weren't watching much baseball this weekend, but the guy came in and blew 2 or 3 saves, I think, against the Twins. He looked atrocious. So driving that trade value down for sure. But yeah, I think guys like that, guys like Dylan Tate, guys like even Keegan Aiken are going to be available. I don't think they're going to trade everybody from that, but I think, it's really weird saying that.
I mean, give me a break, dude. Keegan Aiken.
It's really weird.
We remember watching this guy last year start baseball games, and it was like the auto feed of the decade.
I watched him whenever him and Jorge Lopez came in to start against the Rays. It was insane. Jorge Lopez had like an 11 ERA across like 3 seasons against the Rays. He was the most auto fade pitcher of all time against the Rays. Keegan Aiken was awful too. It was hilarious.
Well, he's coming back down to earth, I guess. I mean, we knew that Jorge Lopez wasn't going to pitch this good, but he was. I mean, he's got nasty stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Keegan Aiken does not have nasty stuff. That dude he doesn't make any fucking sense. He's pitching pretty fucking good out of the bullpen, I will say.
He is, and it doesn't make too much sense. But I mean, here he is. Good for them. I think they're probably going to be inclined to kind of. I don't know if they have favorites as far as who they want to keep, because they're doing stuff with their bullpen that I feel like is pretty Rays-esque in the sense that it's translatable across, different pitchers, different pitch arsenals, that type of stuff. So I think with the right price, they'll be willing to trade pretty much anybody from that bullpen. I don't think they're going to go out there and trade 4 or 5 pen arms. I think it'll be 1 or 2, but that's one of the hottest pens as far as hot names in the trade market. So somebody's going to go from there. I think Mancini and or maybe both of Santander will be gone because they're looking to kind of keep that fresh flowing talent coming in. There was an interesting quote that I saw when I was researching some stuff for this. The general manager, they asked him, I was like, hey, the Orioles are doing well. The young talent seems to be showing out. You haven't been as bad as a lot of people expect you to be. Do you think you're turning a corner? And he said no. He said flat out no. He's like, we like to win games. We like to be in contention. We're not in contention. So to say we've turned a corner is pretty false. So we're going to continue business as if we want to try and make ourselves a contending team. So that to me is the GM.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, you're saying we like to win baseball games. We're simply not there yet. So
okay,
that tells me that they're going to keep trying to. They're not going to have a fire sale, but they're going to keep trying to keep this inflow of young talent in, which of course means Mancini and or Santander are going to be gone, so they can get those higher prospects up.
Yeah, was the outfielder you're thinking of? Is it Colton Cowser? Is that who you're thinking of?
No, I don't think so.
They've got Gunnar Henderson. He plays left side of the infield. He's like one of their highly touted. He's a guy that I know. I'm looking at their prospects right now. Kyle Stowers, maybe.
Yeah, Kyle Stowers. That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, he's there. He's in AAA. So
yeah. They're super.
Colton. Okay. Yeah. They like this kid.
They love that kid. A lot of the fans do as well. So
lefty. Okay.
I think that was one of their objectives coming into the season was to get him more into the rotation along with Adley and some of the other guys that they're bringing up. So
yeah, you hate to see, and I know I'm beating a dead horse, but you hate to see John Means and Grayrod get hurt this year because I feel like this team could have made a little bit more noise, and they're already making noise. People love this team. That's how you know the Orioles are decent is when people start betting on them because everyone roots for these guys, right?
Yeah.
You can't not root for the O's. Yeah, Heston Kjerstad is good too, Nick.
So good. I think I wouldn't put them out of – I mean, I wouldn't put it out of the question for them to try and get like a veteran starting pitcher in the back of one of these packages because, yes, you got guys coming back from injury eventually, but Jordan Lyles and some of those other guys in that rotation are not really cutting it.
So Jordan Lyles can't keep getting away with it either. That dude's dog shit.
No, he's bad, and then Bradish when they've had him up has been bad. So they're gonna look to get an arm in return.
My guy Zimmerman, my Eskimo bro, he got sent back down. Yep. Tough out here.
It is
tough. Bill, my guy Billy, surprised I haven't been riding the Orioles during their heater. I know they got too trendy for me. Everyone started betting them. Everyone started liking them. That's when I got to hop off the Orioles train, man, because I think there's some losses coming. Especially as we get closer to the deadline here and these players start hearing their names get talked about. It gets weird in these clubhouses. These guys are humans too. Like they've got families set up here. A lot of them, some of them want to move, right? Some of them are like, fuck, get me out of this place. We stink. And some of them are like, you know what? I'm happy here. My family's here. My kids are going to school here. Like these guys are these are normal humans. Like some of them don't want to move. And when they start hearing their name get thrown around in the locker room, sometimes it affects their play. They're like, fuck this. I'm not going to be on this team in a couple weeks anyways. Who gives a shit? That's what happens. So it's weird. It's weird to me. Santander, like he's 27 years old. Like that's a guy that I could feel like they should keep because he just absolutely rakes and hits really well against the Yankees and teams in the division. Like at what point do the Orioles have to say, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't sell every single year. And maybe we should, get ready to fucking fire next year when we get Means back and we get Grayrod hopefully coming up next year. At what point do they say, let's try to win right now? And I get it. It's like, it's not like they're trying to lose, but like every year the same shit happens. Like they're going to get rid of Mancini, who's the heart and soul of that team, like one of the best stories in baseball over the past decade. They're gonna get rid of that dude who the fans love. Like,
Yeah,
when does it
I mean, I think
connect?
I think they're in kind of the hybrid position right now because I think they're going to be sellers. They're going to look to sell, but at the same time, they're only going to do it for a package that they're going to see as being beneficial for their future. So like they very well could end up staying put throughout the trade deadline. So that's 100% a possibility as well. But their mindset is to sell. Mancini and Santander I've seen a lot because those guys are like Santander specifically. He is young, yes, but as far as their long-term plans with a lot of those prospects that they're going to bring up, he's not really a part of that. So, and Mancini too, like they want to see the guy go somewhere good. They want to see him contend for a ring. They don't know if they're there yet. They don't know if he can stay around long enough to be a part of kind of the fruition of trusting the process. So their mindset going into the trade deadline is going to be to sell. But they're not as focused on just having a fire sale like they have been every year.
Right. Yeah, no, it upsets me hearing Mancini's going because I know, like being from this area, I know how much everyone fucks with that guy. And like as the team continues to lose, moving a guy like that, I can't compare it to the Nats moving Ryan Zimmerman because I don't really think there's a lot of players in baseball who are on that level loyalty wise to a team. But I'd say it's like half like that. It's like moving the face of the franchise for the last 5 years. The guy who has been through some serious shit, coming back, almost winning a home run derby, which was also one of the coolest things to happen. That he almost fucking won that. That was sick.
Yeah.
I hate to hear that stuff, and I get it. It's a business, and I understand, but I hate hearing it.
I've heard him linked a lot to the Mets, which if you want to see a guy go in there and contend for a ring who hasn't been touching it recently, it's not a bad spot.
Dude, you think I want to hear these going to the Mets?
I know you hate it, but I mean, realistically, if we're talking about him contending, because I think his contract's also expiring either this year or the next, so it's not like he's locked in there forever, but he's going to be chasing chasing contention. Where kind of love, like I hate to see him go out of Baltimore, but I would love to see the guy contend and play some actual meaningful baseball before his career.
Yeah, and if he wants to go, let him go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not going to say that, but
yeah, he would never come out in an interview and be like, "Yeah, I want to leave," because then everyone would be like, "Oh, fuck this guy." But if he wants to go, and the executives know, I'm sure they've talked to him about it a bazillion times already. Let him go.
Yeah,
I'm with you. We got to find something to pair Luke Voigt with on DraftKings, by the way, or on Prize Picks, by the way.
Oh yeah, we got time.
No rush. Let's try to figure something out.
There's a couple running RBIs that are pretty interesting today. I mean, we're talking about the Orioles. I think that game is one of the worst, but also best games of the day because there's going to be fireworks, no pun intended, with 4th of July yesterday, but there's going to be a lot of runs in that game because Spencer Howard honestly was one of my favorite fades when he was up in the MLB last year. And seeing him come back up is fantastic, along with Austin Voth, who I wouldn't say has been horrible, but in a bullpen game for the Orioles, yes, their bullpen's been fantastic over the last couple of weeks, but I think against Voth, the Rangers have some success, and Austin Hayes and Adolis are both up for runs and RBI. I would say without the lineups coming out, because Cam said the same thing. He would like to see Austin Hayes a little higher in that lineup today to take that and a lot more things. So I would probably lean Adolis. That's probably one of my favorites today on the board in general. Yeah, Adolis Garcia. I mean, I take that a lot of the times it's up, to be honest. But
do you know what I'm referencing when I call him Garcia, not Garcia?
No.
Have you seen the Key and Peele skit, the slap ass skit?
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, fucking Keegan-Michael Key is Garcia in that, with the dude having the accent. Hysterical skit. If you guys haven't seen that skit, the Key and Peele baseball skit, fucking hysterical. Literally watch it right now. It's all time. Slap ass. Yeah, my guy Billy wants to talk about the Yankees Pirates game. I also want to talk about this. Apparently, there's some wicked line movement in this. And yes, Sick Money, Key and Peele is goated. That's actually one of my favorite shows of all time. But yeah, let's talk about this Yankees Pirates game. I'm super down to fade Talion. I hate that it has to be with Quintana pitching, so maybe we look to take the over here. But where's your head at with this? Did the line move this much because of a pitching change or something, or is it literally just the line is just
No, I mean it was always Quintana Taillon. So the line movement, I don't know. I've seen conflicting things on where it opened, so I'm not
let's
really
see.
sure.
Let me pull it up.
It definitely dropped. It definitely dropped from like this morning a good bit, but I'm seeing different places that it opened a lot shorter.
So I'm seeing it opened at plus 140
Yeah,
briefly.
that's my thing.
And then I'm seeing it went all the way up to damn near plus 200, which makes sense, right? Everyone fucking hammered the Yankees against the Pirates, right? Not rocket science.
Yeah.
And then it stayed, around plus 190 for a while. And now it's starting to come back down with the voice crack towards plus 160, which is weird because only 30% of the handle is on them. Sketch. What do you think? What do you think about the matchup, not just the lines?
I mean, as far as the matchup goes, like probably one of my favorite props today too is going to be Stanton over bases.
Lefty, because it's a lefty.
It's a lefty and power supplied. But I don't know. I just looking at this, I think the Yankees are in a great spot. Like I'm not going to bet the Yankees, obviously. But I just see it in a spot where their hitters are going to have a pretty good day. Whether the Pirates come out and do the same, because Taillon's been terrible. Like hands down, the last couple starts he has not been good. So,
well, he's Jameson Italian. Let's not act like this dude was Garrett Cole.
Yeah, I mean, it's just looking at kind of the Yankees. The Yankees rotation has been overperforming for quite some time, and this is one of the first guys to kind of come down to earth and see that negative regression actually come into view. So I don't know what to feel about this line movement because, like you said, like only a decent part of the money's on it, like 30% of the money or whatever it is. But I think you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if there's 90% of the money, like when the line opens in yesterday, and then 30% of that money, whatever goes up between then and now, I feel like that could have a little something to do with it as well.
Definitely. You bring up a good point.
I mean, I'm sure some good respected sharp money is definitely coming in on the Pirates, but I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I'm definitely not touching the side. That's what I'm not doing. But I'll be touching Giancarlo Stanton. This is over bases.
Fair. Yeah, someone in chat said 5 sharp moves on the Pirates and 5 on the over, 7 on the Pirates. I know my man's is looking just at Action Network. I'm not saying don't use Action Network. I use Action Network. I really like this site, but don't just because you see the sharp move indicator on there, I wouldn't just rely on that being the sharp angle at all times.
I don't know what does the sharp move even mean?
We don't know where they even get that data. And this is something I want to ask my buddy who works over there next time he comes on, my golf buddy, or Hutton, who my lacrosse guy, because they both work at Action Network, which I respect that site, like them. The sharp action indicator, it's supposed to be when a professional bettor bets on them. It comes up with an indicator. I don't know how they get that info. I'm honestly genuinely curious. I'm not roasting my man's KW or whoever. Yeah, KW in the chat who brought that up. Not roasting you at all. I'm just saying we got to be careful where we're looking at this stuff because we don't know where they're even collecting this data. I'm gonna take that as homework this week and try to dig into it and figure it out because I'm curious as well. But they're, we don't even know what that means. Like technically, I'm a professional bettor, and my MLB bets have sucked. Like you don't want to see where my fucking bet is.
It's funny too because like Cam said this, like they have a lot of guys. There's probably like 10, 15 guys that are like the verified guys on there that are, pretty good bettors, I would say, in terms of units. But they have a lot of guys on there that I guess the sharp move kind of comes from. And you look at their Action Network and they're down, 20 units on the season or more. So I just don't know like how reliable a lot of the data that they're pulling from is, which is why, as far as like line movement and everything, I always see conflicting things with them and some other sites. But I always tell people when the lines drop the day before, just glaze over them yourself so you know like where they truly opened. So then you don't have to rely on, 15 different numbers from them and other sites to know where it opened and where it is now. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm. I will say the Action Network, the open lines are very good, at least from what I've noticed.
Usually,
I've noticed them being pretty fucking accurate. They're good with that shit. And Capwise Nick, you definitely probably have some advice on where to look at more accurate, handle, bet, sharp action, stuff like that. I'm all ears. Shoot me a text if you don't want to type it all in the chat or whatever. And also, what a great point from him. First start for Talion since the Pirates traded him. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. Like, does Talion have that dog in him and he's going to be like, fuck the Pirates? Why would he even do that, though? Because the Pirates traded him to the Yankees. He probably threw a fucking party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Capwise Nick, unabated is my go-to for tracking line moves. I'm going to open that tab up. Hopefully it's...
I mean, as far as lines go, like people have to realize too, like Action Network is kind of a consensus line. So I've seen a lot of like respected sites even have lines that are pretty far off of the rest, and that skews the number a good bit, for better or for worse. So that's something to keep in mind too when you're looking at those lines.
Okay. Yeah, and I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Can't believe everything you see, not just in betting, but also just in fucking life in general. Yeah. All right, we got about 10 minutes. I think we're just going to roll this. Wow, I just had a voice crack again. We're going to roll this over just into the surgical stream, because why not? Because I'm hosting this shit, and we need to put together some sort of winning contraption of a parlay with probably just baseball. Maybe there's WNBA today. I'm all ears. Guys, don't be shy. I'll drop the link to come up and give a pick about halfway through probably when people stop coming up or in the queue. So you guys can come up and give a pick if you like. Don't be shy. Billy, I like the Pirates today, money line. I'm probably going to be on them. I need to look into these games more. I've been doing shit all day. I need to do my research, my due diligence, which is a good thing. I'm so happy that I'm honestly in this position, like running the show and doing this full time now, because it's made me, really dig in and do more research than I did before, because it's not just me who's counting on my picks that I give out. And I'm not saying just blindly tail my bets. Don't do that. Do your own research. If you like it, take it. If you don't. That's what I tell everyone. That's the right way to do it. It's your money. It's your account. You do whatever you want to do. If you want to fade all my bets, please go ahead. Do whatever you like. But it's made me do more research, which is good. I'm learning more every day. So I really appreciate it. Javon, you've been killing it on the show as well. So got to gas you up too.
I agree. It makes me do a lot of the same thing, because a lot of the times, like, just kind of in my own thing, like I know baseball, I know prize picks, I know players, I know what they're good at, I know what they're not. But I mean, looking at things like just off the top of your head, you're like, oh, Kyle Schwarber kills fastballs, like we were talking about today. And then knowing that I have to have like kind of a more in-depth prepared pitch than that, I go and look and I see, oh, he's on the surface not great at hitting curveballs either, but his expected number is super high. Average exit velo, all those type of things also super high. So things like that helps me be a better bettor as well. So I'm in the same pool as you.
I agree, my man. Someone said W, but I don't like how I say research. Well, I'm fucking. I like to call it research.
I agree. It's like people who say finance.
Bro, I was literally gonna bring that up, but I didn't know if anyone else was gonna pick up on there, if I was gonna sound like an idiot. I had a fucking professor freshman year, intro to finance, and he called it finance and acted like it was the hardest, most important class you'll take with you in your entire. I was like, dude, there's 700 people in this lecture, and nobody's listening. We don't care. We're just trying to pass this class so we can continue on. It's intro to finance. And he would say finance, which is, I think, hysterical.
Yeah, I hate that. I despise that.
I know. I won't bring it up anymore. I won't trigger it.
Well, it's because I'm in business school too, so I hear that 24/7, and it's just like make it easy on yourselves. You're not a car salesman here.
I'm going to continue to say research though, because I feel like it sounds cool. We'll have to agree to disagree on that one. Yeah, but where did I go to school? Trent Adia's mother, who's definitely not Trent Adia's mother. I went to Virginia Tech. Go Hokies. If you thought I was cursed and fucked with my DC sports teams, think again. The Hokies are actually somehow even worse. They also find ways to lose in incredible fashion. So,
Hey, yeah, one of my roommates actually same boat as you. He's from that area, so he's big Virginia Tech, big Commanders
okay.
guy.
Hell
So,
yeah. Do you know where he's
person.
from in Virginia or no?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
I'm sure he said it.
It's probably
Yeah, I'm sure he said it, but it's somewhere in there. I'll let you know.
There's not much in Virginia, man. Like I live like right outside of DC, so it's very nice and a lot of young people. It's dope. But like outside of that, my guy Capwise Nick knows he's from Virginia as well. It's a lot of lands, a lot of farm, quiet areas. Blacksburg also the same. But yeah, I'm a Hokie. Graduated in 2020. Somehow graduated on time. People called it the comeback of the century. It wasn't easy. Wasn't easy. VT sucks. How about that pregame football intro? Yeah, the best in the biz. People who say the Clemson run out thing where they like sprint down that stupid tarp and Dabo runs in the front and everyone looks at him and he waves like he's the president of the United States. That shit's it's ridiculous. The fact that people think that's better than Enter Sandman, which is maybe the most electric sports atmosphere I've ever been in my entire life. And I've been to it 30 times. It hasn't diluted one bit. I've been to a World Series. I've been to some fucking good sporting events. Nothing compares to it. It's the greatest college football intro of all time. We're going to suck this year, by the way. I don't know how TCU is going to be, but we're going to stink. We're going to stink.
Suck, don't worry.
Hey, word. We're starting to quarterback. What'd you say?
I'd be satisfied with a bowl game.
Yes, literally same. Yeah, literally same.
I don't think I've seen one since I've been at school with them.
You haven't seen a bowl game?
No, well, because I think the only year we were bowl eligible is the COVID year and ended up getting canceled. So, yeah, I haven't seen one.
Brutal, dude. Brutal. I'm sending out the link to some heads on here right now. We have a couple minutes. I guess we'll honestly just roll right into it. Which is dope. I don't think the Hokies will be fine this year. And we do need to talk about all these conference shifts at some point as we get closer to college football because it's starting to become almost like a two conference, the Power 5 went from a Power 2. I don't even know if I can consider the ACC up there with the SEC and Big Ten at this point. I don't know.
You see what's going on too? Like I would love this, but the Big 12 is trying to merge with the rest of the Pac-12 or get some of their teams, which that would be awesome. But at the same time, that's further congesting kind of like the big, 3 conference teams or big 3 conferences. It's weird. I don't really know what to think about it.
Yeah, it's the Pac-12 has been a huge part of college football, especially for us bettors. They're the late night games, having good action, having ranked teams play each other, having a ranked team play some shit Pac-12 bottom feeder and being able to take the points and absolutely cash on a bet when I'm cross-eyed at 2 a.m. hammered on Saturday night. It's been a staple of my life for the past half a decade. And now they're taking that away from me by taking the good team. So straight up, though, this is beat. I don't like change. I'm not a big change guy in sports in general. I get it, but I don't think it's great for the sport. I think it's only going to make the Bamas better. It's going to make it harder for the smaller schools to be good. I think it's going to make it harder for VT and TCUs, who are big schools, big football programs who aren't on Alabama's level. I think it's going to hurt us as well. All this moving around, all this transfer portal stuff, all this paying players, NIL. And I'm all for paying the players, but it's going to hurt us.
I think conference realignment is going to be really bad for football, but really good in terms of like entertainment value for other sports like basketball. Basketball, I think that would be absolutely fantastic, especially like we're talking about the Big 12, Pac-12 one. Like I want to see, like we saw us in the tournament. That was one of the best games, unbiased, best games of the tournament, TCU Arizona. I want to see that every week or twice a year or whatever it is. Like stuff like that. I love the matchups like that we're going to get from like some of the Pac-12 teams. It'll be fun in football too, but not nearly as even. But I don't know. Whenever it kind of the dust settles and it starts to fizzle out into what it's really going to be, I think that's when it will be the determining factor of like, okay, this is sustainable. This is not sustainable. Something's going to change if it's not. But I don't know. I'm excited though.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where the direction of football goes. It's like it's become almost like a professional. It's like the minor leagues almost, which is probably how it should be, right? These guys probably should be getting paid, especially these football guys who are putting their brains, their health. Like a lot of these guys can't even fucking walk, or have some serious, brain stuff down the line. Like these guys are fucking gladiators. They're beasts.
Yeah.
They should be getting paid, especially the football guys. I am all for paying players, especially the football guys. I don't care if they're Alabama. I don't care if it's fucking Middle Tennessee State. Like pay these dudes. They're putting their body on the line for their schools. The scholarship isn't enough anymore. That's my take. But I don't know if it's good for the sport. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Are you staying or are you going? What do you want to do?
If you want me to stay, I can stay.
I would like you to stay. Yeah. You want to roll?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let's kick it off. My guy Josh, he'll get the backgrounds changed up and stuff. We're gonna do the old switcheroo. We're gonna stay on this stream. We're gonna get the background all changed up, good to go. This is now the surgical stream, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the fucking show. How we doing? It is what's today? Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Feels like Monday. Although with our gigs right now, I think every day is pretty much a Saturday, which is awesome. Got to grind, but every day is the same. There's sports on every day. Gotta love it. The economy might be in the shitter, but the sports betting lines are still up, and they'll still be there to bet. So we still got that, for better or for worse. Although it's $15 to get a Chipotle burrito these days, that's okay. We still got bets, and we can make the money back. Hit a good bet yesterday, guys. Hope anyone, if you tailed the under on Joey Chestnut, I know I was pretty adamant about that being a play that you guys should take. If that's something you guys tailed and made money on, let me know. I know my guy Javon hammered that. How we doing today, Javon, for our new listeners? Although I think we have the same number of viewers we did 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, but we're doing good. We're doing really good. Yesterday was, I know it was kind of an up and down day for baseball bettors. I had a pretty good day just because I didn't do too many sides and totals. Just a prop guy, that's what I do. It was a pretty good day for hitters. And then that along with a pretty good 4th of July weekend, it was great. Excited to get the week going.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We got baseball tonight. Plenty of games. We'll get to some of them. I do want to bring some people on. The link has been sent out. We're going to craft up some parlays today. I'm going to make a parlay. Javon, if you want to make a parlay of some sorts or maybe a prize picks, whatever the hell you want to do, let me know. We'll do a two-teamer team total. That's what we've been rolling with recently. We'll do a Surgeons 3-teamer dreamer, which has got to hit. Has to hit. Absolutely has to hit. Come in, be surgical, sell me this pen, but instead of a pen, have it be the lock of the century, and it better fucking hit. I'm down to put some new names in there. It doesn't have to be the OGs, although I love the OGs to come on here and give their plays as always. But would love some rookie surgeons too. Don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy. We have a 4 p.m. Eastern time baseball game coming up. Me and Javon talked about it already. We like the over in that game. I'm on it. I don't know, Javon, if you actually are going to end up betting it or not.
Yep.
I like it. Awesome. But these pitchers on paper, their stats look great. But Javon, you hit the nail on the head. Not a great matchup for Clevenger against a patient offense. And Gilbert just got touched up by the Athletics for 8 hits. So that's sketchy. And that dude could not be more due for regression, as cool as he's been this year. But he got teed up. Last game. I don't see any changes coming right away. My guy Buzz, he can't be on today, unfortunately, but he was able to text me his play of the day. So listen up. Get your notebooks out. Buzz likes the Nerfy in the Yankees and the Pirates. How about them apples? A Nerfy in a game with a total of 9. Buzz, you've got some stones, my man. Not surprised one bit. Not surprised one bit. Don't hate that play. That's a game that I definitely want to talk about a little bit here before, while we wait for people to come on and give some picks. But this is Talian's first start against his old team. Do you think he's going to be pissed off at these guys? Do you think he's going to have extra motivation? Do you think he's like, I fucking love the Pirates. They traded me to the Yankees. When you see pitchers move teams, I feel like it matters less when you move from a shit team to a good team because these guys like, damn, now I might get a freaking World Series bonus, right? Do you think it matters? Do you think these guys try extra hard or are they just doing the same shit every game? Because that's what they do anyways.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some added motivation, which helps because, baseball at the end of the day is a pretty mental sport. I don't see it playing a huge role in this game as far as like he's going to hate that team and want to go out there and shove. But, I mean, if you're looking at a silver lining for the Pirates here, they've been one of the better teams. They've been in the top half of the league against right-handed pitching in the last couple of weeks. So if that's kind of an edge you're looking for on their side, I know their WRC plus numbers are decent, also in the top half of the league. Against right-handed pitching in that same span. So I think that combined with the fact that Talion is one of those guys who's like we were talking about a little earlier, like the Yankees rotation has been overperforming for quite a bit now, and he's kind of the first domino to fall, I would say. So it's the Pirates offense, so it's not something to be terribly scared of, but we'll see. We'll see how it comes to play out today.
I'm with you. Looks like we've got some people loading up. My guy John is in a moving car though. John, I think we gotta have you pull over or something, or wait till you get home. That's like the one rule on Twitch here, my man. So no rush. I know you'll figure it out. We will keep shooting the shits until we get some more guests coming up here. Don't be shy, guys. Josh, go ahead and drop the link in the chat. See if anybody wants to come up. I just fired off a bunch of DMs to some OGs, so we'll be getting some people on here shortly, ladies and gents. Our guy Ollie was confused by the Rangers-Orioles line today. I don't really know what he was confused about, to be honest with you. It looks like the line is starting to come back to Baltimore, though, so maybe he was right. Do you like any leans in that before we start bringing people up?
Yeah, I mean, I can see where he's a little confused because, like we were talking about a little earlier, too, I think Spencer Howard has been one of my favorite fades ever since he's been up in the majors, and he's been pretty terrible. I think the matchup's there, but I think Austin Voth, it's a bullpen game for the Orioles who have not been terrible in the bullpen end themselves. But I do think there's going to be runs in that game. Like we were talking about, I like a couple props that are surrounded against runs in that game. I just think it's a pretty bad spot for both these pitchers. These offenses are not something terribly scary, but I think they have good days today. I'm not necessarily sure about a side. But somebody just asked about a prop in the chat too. Have I ever seen Melendez at half a base? No, I have not. But it's also a guy coming off a 2-homer game, so cautious.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, looks like we got some guests fired up. Super stoked, guys. Let's get some W's in chat going, and we'll get the picks flowing. Let's get after it. We got my guy B Camp coming on here who looks hungry. He looks ready to roll. I'm going to bring him up.
Hey, how we doing, fellas?
What's good, my man? How's it going?
Not much. So, coming off 7-1 week last week, I'm hoping I can keep that going. Got a little beat up this weekend, but that's all right.
As you should. Talking about with the beers, or you talking about with the bets, or both?
A little bit of both. So,
what do you got
play today. First 5 in the A's and J's game. Taking team total for the J's over 2.5 at plus 105. So they just got embarrassed yesterday by the A's. Cole Irvin looked really good, and Manoah just looked like shit. I don't think they'll lose again to the Jays. I think they'll finish out this series winning. Kikuchi had one nice last start, but I don't think that's enough to convince me he's turning it around with his 7 ERA in June average, something like that. Then you got Adrian Martinez again, who got shelled last time. I pitched that game as well against the Mariners, but 7 runs, 4 innings. Dude just doesn't have it yet. He's not ready for the major leagues. So that's my play.
So you're on Toronto's first 5 team total over?
Yeah, 2.5.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you on Martinez. I mean, this Oakland team is hilariously bad. I don't hate that at all. This Toronto offense is very potent. How many units you got on this one?
I'm gonna go 2 units on this one.
2 years. Is that pretty standard for you, or you one unit guy?
1 or 2 is pretty standard, yeah. But the
Okay.
Jays like to screw me over a lot, so I don't go more than 2 on them.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, my man. Well, I like that play. It's square, but I don't care. I think it's a good spot for the Jays today, coming off that embarrassing loss. So I do not hate the spot one bit. I don't.
Especially plus money.
Plus money as well. What do you get? Plus 100 or
105 is what I thought. Yeah.
take that? You kidding me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Money. All it's gonna take is one bomb from Vladdy or Teoscar or some shit. So don't hate
Exactly.
it. Don't hate it, my man. I appreciate you coming on.
Hey,
All right,
hey,
brother.
fellas.
Peace. Okay, looks like my guy. We got the real Jay Bettis. I'm gonna bring him up real quick. What's up, my man?
How we doing, fellas?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Got a little sick this past weekend. Hungover, too many beers. So,
It happens. It happens. Charge it to the game. It's all good.
I was watching you guys' your stream and the line movement in the Yankees. I mean, that's what I'm pitching. Taking the Yankees -1.5. It's a little trendy. I'm taking it by the trend. They're 18-3 in game 1 of the series. That's besides the postponed games that they had. But they're 6-0 coming off a day's rest. They're 5-1 winning by at least 2 in those 6. Pittsburgh 7-16 in game 1 of the series, 0-9 on their days of rest. So, 6 out of 9, Pittsburgh lost by at least 2. So it's the trend that I'm going with. And Tyone and Quintana, yeah, they're not the best pitchers, but if I was to take anything in this game, it's the trend. And the line movement does scare me. I get it. But -1.5, 3 units, New York Yankees.
3U.
3.
3U piece. Well, I'll be honest with you. I'll tell right to your face. No fucking chance I'm taking -1.5 on the Yankees ever, or just taking them because I hate their guts. You probably know that by now. But is it a bad look taking the Yankees -1.5? I mean, you could take the Yankees -1.5 every day, and you're going to make money for the week. That's just how it's been going for them. They're that fucking good, and they're playing the Pirates. I get it. I'll probably be on the other side with you here, but that does not mean you're about to smack this bet because I've been losing hella units on the Yankees this year. They just keep winning.
Right.
I know Javon.
And I do like
today, so.
I had a player prop in the game, the Stanton pick that Javon pitched. I like that total bases.
Okay.
So that'd be I got 1 unit on that. And it's hot as balls in Iowa right now. It's like 100 degrees. I'm over here sweating in my garage.
It happens, bro. It happens. I was moving a bunch of shit into my new crib this weekend. I'm in Virginia. Also hot as balls. Sweating buckets as well. But nothing a couple Mick Ultras can't fix. Right, my man?
That's right.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Stanton total bases. I like the play too. I hate the Yankees. I hate him, but against a lefty, Stanton, you kidding me? The dude's been raking. And Yankees -1.5, 3 units. 3 units. All right, my man. I love it. Good luck tonight, okay?
Take it easy, guys.
Stay cool. All right. We're going to bring on my guy. We need the Gabagool report. We need it bad. We need it like air. I'm going to bring my guy, John, in. Looks like he's out of the vehicle these days. Let's see what he's got.
I'm out of the vehicle. I'm popping back in the vehicle because I'm in Florida and it's hot as bull. So
Please,
I'm not driving.
It just can't be driving. You just can't drive.
I'm not driving. I got my chauffeur taking me around. So
that's what I'm talking about.
She's real good looking, my chauffeur. Anyway.
Hey, how we doing?
It's real good. It's real good. So 80 to 85, 90% of my plays are usually dogs. But there's one favorite I just can't pass up today. It's a chalk bet. But the stats just tell me, John, go latest game. I make Marlins 55 cents today. I laid $1.30. Angels, they're coming off 3 games, getting swept at Houston. Scored a total of 4 runs. They're 4-15 their last 19 on the road. Syndergaard 1-4, 6.23 ERA in 5 road starts this year. Marlins, they've now won 5 straight, scoring 5 runs a game. 7-2 their last 9 at home. Alcantara, 1 of 3 pitches, starting pitches, obviously, with a sub-2 ERA, 9 of his last 10 quality starts. Again, like I said, this game deserves to be $1.55. This was a no-brainer laying $1.30 this morning, and I hate the late chalk.
Yeah, I'm with you, by the way. I follow all your shit. I love when you come on here and you always bet dogs just like me. So I totally get it. The fact that you're taking Miami right now on this makes me love it even more. I already lean them. Alcantara is just built different. This guy's an absolute stud. He's been balling.
Complete game against St. Louis last night, and when Mattingly came out, he told him, "No, I want this." He finished the game. I mean, that shows me a lot about him.
Absolute dog. Unbelievable. And he's facing the Angels, who absolutely stink. Absolutely stink. They can't hit the side of a barn right now. So I'm with you on this. Do you think it could be a trap? Do you think it's a trap for the Sharps? I don't know. I think I'll be on this one as well. But I love hearing that you're on this too as a favorite. I don't think I've ever heard you come on here and give a favorite, my man. That's awesome.
I very rarely get on a favorite. There's got to be what I feel is a big edge. Like I said, hey, could Trout crack a home run and Ohtani go back to back? Sure can. Mm-hmm. But the chances are Alcantara's coming with another good game. Angels are going to play the form like they've been on the road. Are they going to all of a sudden turn around that 4-15 road record? They've lost 20 of their last 30 games. Only the A's have lost more games in their last 30 games. Nothing tells me that a sharp guy wants to touch the Angels with Syndergaard pitching, who's been very inconsistent and has been absolutely horrible on the road. So I just can't. When there's a reason, like, hey, I'll tell you right now, on the overnight line last night, your last guy was talking about the Yankees, and they might win, but I took 200 as soon as the price came out with Quintana last night. There's value with him, and the Yankees will probably win, but they're not going to win here. Here's how I base a 200 line. If these teams were to play 162 games, to lay 2-1, you got to feel that your team would win 108 of the 162 in this spot. That's why I do it 162 games so you can wrap your mind about how successful they'd have to be. This is on the road with Talion, whose last 2 starts, he's got crashed for 9 runs, 17 hits in 10 innings pitched. That's not a pitcher that's worth 2-1 on the road. Quintana, last 2 starts, quality starts. So, yeah, the Yankees are supposed to win this game maybe 62% of the time. But when you're laying 2-1, you're laying 66.7% of the time just to get even. So 200 was a no-brainer take with the Pirates. That's my usual play. When I bet a dog, got to see value. I see with Alcantara and the Marlins against a dog Angel team with a bad pitcher on the road right now.
I'm with you. I don't care if Jazz Chisholm's out. I think they roll today too. This Angels offense stinks. They're overhyped. They're overrated because they have Trout and Ohtani. The rest of that lineup can't hit anything right now. 2 quick things real quick. Do you like the Pirates still at this price? I know they're down to plus 160 on some books. And also, what's your thought process on plus 1.5?
I never bet the run line. And my reason for that, I was a book back in the day. I'm an old school guy. I'm going to be 60 years old in a few months. When you bet the money line, you bet a 20-cent line. If you're already giving up an edge to the books by betting a dime line. So you bet a 20-cent line, even more edge to the books. You give me more edge as the book, I'm going to even kick your brains in even harder. You got to minimize the edge to the books, okay? And you're going to do that by taking the dogs overlays. Yankees were an overlay, like I said, on the overnight line. When they first come out 220, you got to jump on that plus 200. There's no way the price could be that high. So do I still like it now? I don't have to like it now because they took it at 200. You got to get value. That's the name of the game. If you're just laying a chalk, we go live. I go live every day on Instagram. And every day, all these guys are coming in. What were their teams yesterday? Toronto minus 1.5, Astros minus 1.5, San Fran minus 1.5. Yeah, well, they all went down except the Dodgers. Astros won, but they only won by 1 run. So just you're going to bet the chalk. The hotels in Vegas didn't get this big by giving away their money, letting you lay 1.5 runs. Or if you would be that successful, they would be tents instead of grand casinos. Sucker bet, you lay, the more juice you lay, the more you're going to lose. That's why I laugh. I see these, they call themselves cappers on Instagram. They're nothing but touts. They're laying it every basketball or football game. They're adding point. Buy a half a point, buy a point, $1.20, $1.30, money line. You know how many guys I broke like this when I was a book back in the day? You just keep betting me the favorites money line and buying points, and I'm gonna take your girl's jewelry and your fucking car that you drove here in.
Let's go. I fucking
Love
love it, John. You're the man. You are awesome. I appreciate you coming on here. Well, I think now I'm going to take the Marlins. I already leaned them, so I might as well ride them with you.
Let's do it, my man.
Yeah, let's get after it. Sandy Alcantara for Cy Young. He's that good. He's that good.
Look, he's right up there. Gonsolin is pitching out of his fucking mind.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at McClanahan's K to walk ratio, I mean, that's video game number shit. So I'll throw Alcantara up there. But those two guys are the front runners for me right now.
Awesome. I agree. John, I appreciate you coming on, my man. I really do. Drive safe.
See you guys tomorrow. Good luck today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace. Fucking legend.
Awesome.
Fucking legend. I want to be that guy. Can I be that
We
guy?
all.
He's got his smoke. He's got his smoke driving around, just enjoying life, living great. There she is. Thank you. Thanks for driving while he could do his work. Awesome. Awesome. Fucking legend, John. You're a legend. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Awesome.
Let's carry on. I feel bad for who's got to follow that up. Look, Zeke's in the queue. We'll throw him out next. Zeke.
Bring it on. That's a tough act
How
to
much-
follow, though. I'm not going to
What do
cap.
you have on the Yankees today? Let's just get it over with.
No, I would never. But if I was gonna, I would have done it last night. I would have ate all the juice that I missed out on this morning, which is exactly what I did. But I'm not gonna give that to you. We're just gonna chop the game in half. We'll take the first 5 minus 160, minus 150, I think it is. Listen, the Yankees are like minus 230 or whatever it is to score the first run. I'm not looking into that to make this bet. What I am looking into is we haven't scored a run in 9 innings, counting moving forward. Like the Guardian just shut us out. And what was that, Tristan McKenzie or whatever it was? This team isn't just going to lay down and get, pummeled on, to say the least, especially with our bats. Yes, Javon, I heard you. Talion and the Yankees pitching staff is overperforming. However, Talion put together a nice little stretch, especially on the road last year. So kind of hoping he limits the Pirates lineup today. Secondly, we didn't hit any dings last game. Prize Picks is giving you Judge. Prize Picks is giving you Rizzo. Prize Picks is giving you Torres. Am I going to get 45? Oh, no. This is the gaming room. You could wait. It's Devin Booker, though. It's a little brother fan. I'm a Knick fan. We don't want to get into that. However, you're getting Judge. You're getting Torres. You're getting Rizzo. A lot of power. These guys are, pop-y, but do. Glaber's not going to go out there and hit 35, 40 home runs, but he's going to get me 25 to 30 home runs this season and maybe even 100 RBIs, and I'll sit back, shut up, and enjoy it. So Judge can go yachts almost every other day. I don't like the Rizzo lefty-on-lefty matchup, though. I'm not going to lie, because they are throwing Quintana. But, we hit bombs. That's kind of what we do. Krabs knows about it. That's about
That's
it.
fast. I do like the Notre Dame sweatshirt. That's the only compliment I'll give you. Go Irish.
Yeah.
I know Javon did too.
I'll ride with the guys for sure today. We got to get that game week 1 moved or something. I don't want to play Ohio State week 1, but we'll worry about that when we get there.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's a tough matchup. You're going to need the luck today. Keep that sweatshirt on during the Yankees game because I think they go down. But I think that every day. You and
I
me are
really
the
hope not. I think the Yankees are gonna. I think the Yankees are gonna need to get back. And you guys say, we played the Orioles, we play this and that. We just played our hard stretch of baseball. We play the Pirates, we play the Reds, we play the Orioles, we play the Boston Red Sox. Ali, yeah, you're in that same category.
You had to play a good team for once.
No, well, we
Oh,
just
so
played
sorry.
Astros twice. We
I
played
know that's what I'm
stupid Rays.
saying.
So, I mean, we got a nice little sit back and enjoy. I'll be laying minus 200, minus 300 every day, but that's just me.
I'm sure you will. Brother.
Sick.
I honestly respect the shit out of it because that's so fucked. It goes against
It's
like
horrible.
every game rule ever.
Yeah, it's exactly what you shouldn't be
Oh.
doing, but, at this point, you're already balls deep into it. You just got to do it.
It's your team. Hey, I'm just jealous, man. At least your team's winning.
You're not
not-
jealous. You bet against us every day.
Because I hate your
why.
guts. I hate everything you guys stand for.
That's why he does it.
You know
I
what?
hate
You
it.
don't
I
bet with
hate.
your
I
emotions,
hate.
even though I
Yeah.
bet with my emotions every day when I wake up.
I support the Yankees today, and I'm only supporting one man. It's
I
Giancarlo.
appreciate it.
Carlo.
Listen, Stanton also piss cold. Like it's either a home run or an out. gonna get hot and see the baseball eventually, so I don't mind 1.5 bases. And is not on that home run prop I pitched for a reason, because he's always up there.
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I think Giancarlo's going to do something too. I'll probably throw him in a prize picks. Maybe we just cut the shit, throw him in there with Luke Voigt. What do you think, Javon?
I can get
Don't hate
behind that.
Nuke
Don't
Voigt,
like that.
old Yankee.
That is true. Yeah,
Yeah.
old Yankee. Didn't win a World Series with them when he was on the team. Haven't won one in 13 years.
Not many did.
Dude, I remember
13.
Hideki Matsui, though. That guy was a bomb. That guy was hitting nukes.
Bro, you were like 3, dude. You actually remember that shit?
Yeah, bro. I remember David Tyree as a Giant fan. I'll still hold on to that shit today. Are you kidding me?
I can't talk Giants right now. The Yankees, I can't. I got my Commander's hat on, dude. Give me a break.
It's fair. Hey, you guys are gonna be sneaky this year. Hopefully, you guys fire
I
your
agree.
general manager or whatever the hell's going on. But yeah, Yankees first 5, and take that Yankee home run prop on Prize Picks. They're just feeding it to you for a reason. It's free, guys. It's free.
It's got to be free, right? It has to have. If it's up. Has to
Has
have.
Has to.
Zeke, I appreciate it, my man. As always, I'll play some MLB The Show with you tonight if you want. I don't know.
That's what we're doing. I'm ripping Diamond Dynasty right now, but I got to get these other
Oh, yeah.
cards. If you guys are on here ripping this shit and getting all those 97s already, I hate you. Like, I'm going to catch you eventually, but I hate you.
It's a grind.
It
Absolute
is.
grind.
It's
Zeke,
almost a job,
pleasure,
and I
man.
have a job. Be good,
well,
boys.
you got 2
Let's
jobs.
cash.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace, brother. Surprising he's on the Yanks.
Shocked.
I'm shocked. I'm baffled.
Stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna bring up my guy John. He's been waiting patiently, and then my guy Muse World. You're on deck, brother. I know you've been waiting. We got John coming on, my dude, with the Alejandro Kirk Heat the other day. Some great stories. I appreciate you coming on again, my man.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I was just doing some work, and you asked me to come on, so I figured why not.
Oh yeah, you got to
Yeah.
play. You got to play today. There's hundreds and thousands of people watching. They need winners. They need spoon-fed
I
winners,
got,
John. What do you like?
I got plenty of plays today.
Let's go.
Yeah, one that I really like. Let's go with the Diamondbacks. Plus 145 against the Giants. The Giants are literally the worst team in baseball in the last 14 games. They're 3-11, dead last in the league in that span. The Diamondbacks haven't been much better. They're 5-8, but they're 4-3 at home. Tyler Gilbert is really my only question mark here. He pitched very well twice early in the season. He came back, and I believe he's pitched once or twice recently. Pitched terribly. So that's my big question mark. But after the Diamondbacks saw the lefty and Carlos Rodon and hit him last night, they're downgrading to Alex Wood and the lefty today. I think it's pretty similar pitcher in general, a lot of the same sorts of pitches. So I think the Diamondbacks are going to have success again at home today.
Maybe Gilbert will throw another no-hitter. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be very cool. He's my only concern here. If he can give him a decent start, then they'll be fine. But it's very possible he doesn't do that.
It is, but that's why you're betting plus 145. You're not taking Yankees money line like my guy Zeke just came on here and sold.
Yeah.
So
you gotta scare money, don't make money, John.
I did
Right.
hear that pick. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the Pirates first 5 money line there. Although
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe like a first 3. I was actually talking to my friend to find out if there were first 3 bets available this morning, but Tyone's been good, but what he's done lately is he's given up runs in the first and second inning, and then he's settled down. And the Pirates have been good enough at home. Quintana's been good enough lately. The Yankees' bats have been cold enough early. They've been having a lot of comebacks, so I kind of really like the value at plus 155 Pirates first 5, and I believe they're plus 125 first 3 if you want to do that.
Okay. That's a cheeky bet, first 3. I've seen that on my book. I'm scared to touch it. I like it.
I've made exactly 0 first 5 bets this entire season, and of course, like the one that I think of, I've got to even think of going first 3. So
How about first 2? First 2 innings. I don't know if that's.
I think it's only odds. I think it's only
Yeah,
odds,
I think it is. I think it is too.
which is weird.
Um,
I don't know why, but
I'm with you on the Pirates today too. I think they win. I think they get the Italian. They hit a home. They hit a home. And I like the Snakes bet too. I mean, the Giants. Everyone thinks this is like they're good because they're the Giants, right? They're always good. They can't hit the side of a barn right now. They can't do anything. They can't hit. And the D-backs, I'm not saying they're the Yankees right now offensively, but they're getting turkey tosser Alex Wood up there. Are you kidding me? I think we see runs today. Maybe Gilbert's, does enough. I think the line tells all here a little bit. I thought that the D-backs were going to be a little bit more of a dog. The fact that they're not, I think Vegas thinks this is going to be a closer game than expected. Anytime you can get plus money at home against this Giants team right now, take that. Love it.
Yeah, it's weird
Love
too because the Giants are getting healthy now. They're
Mm.
getting all their players back, so it's really weird that it's not weird. Essentially, what it is their veterans aren't playing as well as all these young guys that are coming up. So when the veterans come back, you're not going to have them come back and sit on the bench. You're going to have them come in and play. So you're kind of forced to play the veterans and have them hit out of their slump as opposed to playing those young guys who have been playing well. So that's kind of what the Giants are in right now, in a bit of a predicament. But 3 wins in the last 14 games, and they're minus 165 with not Logan Webb, not Carlos Rodon, not one of their best starters. So I kind of like that value there.
100%.
Behind that.
I mean, you had me at fading the Giants right now. You kidding me? Love it. They're sliding right now, man. And Arizona won yesterday. You're going to see everyone come in today. No way they lose 2 in a row to the D-backs. Well, every game is individual, so I think they could 100% win this game. Yeah,
I think they'll win the series for sure. They might not win today, but they'll definitely win the series. The Giants, I mean, they should turn it around. They will turn it around. I'll even say I still think they'll make the playoffs. But right now, they are literally the worst team in baseball. So,
yeah, I'm with you, my man. I'm with you. I'll probably be on this as well. Are you not? You're not a plus 1.5 guy? Are you just cut the shit? You got right for the ML?
Yep, I hate plus 1.5 run lines.
Okay.
My theory is if I like a dog enough that I think they're gonna win. And the other thought is there's just no incentive to win by 1-2 runs. And it cuts out a lot of the value, really, and a lot of the fun, if we're being honest.
That is true. This isn't just work, right? This is fun. This is gambling. This is sports. That's what we love. That's what we love, John. I'm with you. I've been asking like all the smart people I know in the industry, like recently, what they like about the plus 1.5s, or I mean, definitely not minus 1.5. I'm not a minus 1.5 guy either, but I think the only spot it might make sense is a dog on the road taking the plus 1.5, maybe because that home team could get they get one less at bat if it's a 1-run game. But then also, like, what are the odds that it's a 1-run game? Like, that's got to be like 10%. You know what I mean? So maybe you just go right for the jugular, take the plus money. Like you said, if you're taking an underdog, you think they're going to win anyways. That's why you're taking them in the first place. So you might as well get the good odds. So I don't hate it, John. I think the Snakes get it done today too. I am cursed when I bet the D-backs, though, so maybe I stay off and let you get this one, and I'll hop on it tomorrow. And like you said, if they lose today, you just go to tomorrow. They win the series. Definitely possible against this team right now.
I've actually seen some data on like right now. I'm wishing I saved it, but I saw some data earlier this season on the entire last year and whether plus 1.5 was better if you blindly played all plus 1.5s or plus money line underdogs. And you're actually losing about 20 units if you're playing the plus 1.5 run lines every time. So
wow.
I thought it was like that, but seeing that data honestly just confirmed it. But it makes sense because you're giving up so much value. And usually if a team, an underdog, a heavy underdog is going to play a team close, they're probably going to win. So those numbers definitely helped. I'll see if I can find them. I doubt I can, but hopefully they turn up in my feed sometime soon and I can pass them along again.
Hell yeah, my man. All right, John. Snakes, man. Hopefully they don't bite you tonight. We'll see. They should be able to get it done. It's Cobb. Come on, we could go up there and probably hit a couple balls hard against Alex Cobb. Give me a break. Love it, my man. I appreciate you coming on, John. Good luck on your bets and have a good night. All right, my man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. See you guys.
Peace. Goat.
Of course.
Absolute goat. Yeah, I'm hearing from a lot of smart people. The plus 1.5s. Maybe not a go. Maybe not a go.
There's only like a couple of spots to target them. Like I only do it with certain teams.
Yeah.
Low total games and when it's the Orioles, Rays, and A's on the road. Those are the only times I ever take it.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I got to be pickier with those. I'm with it. I mean, he hit the nail on the head. If you think that if you're taking an underdog, if you're taking a bet just in general, why would you take a bet on a team you don't think is going to win outright anyways? Like if you're not confident enough to take them to win, you shouldn't take them at all. You know? Okay. Let's bring up my guy Muse World. And then we got ER Surgery on deck and my guy Austin in the hole to come up here. Everyone's being very patient. I appreciate it. Let's see what my guy Muse has to say. What's good,
up, my
man?
guys? How y'all doing?
Doing well.
Good.
Doing well. What's going on?
How was y'all 4th of July?
Oof. Mine was not great. I'm moving into a new place, so a lot of moving. Not enough.
Okay.
Not enough cooking out and beers, but that's what we got the whole week for to make up for. So we'll be all right. What about you, bro?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, my mom stays in Virginia Beach.
Hey,
So,
okay,
yeah.
awesome.
Close
I'm
knit.
I'm more towards DC, but I know the area for sure. For sure.
Okay, yeah, she used to stay in Petersburg, but she was gonna move to Richmond, but she was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna move to Virginia Beach." And yeah, I was like, "Okay, that's fine. I'll stay in Cali." But yeah, all right. So I'm gonna go on in the card. So far since I've been on stream 3-0,
Let's
I'm
go.
surprised nobody's talked about the Phillies game. Nobody's brought up the Phillies game. And I'm gonna give you my take on it. I got the Phillies -1.5.
Okay.
I mean, I Espino, Sanchez. I mean, I like Espino. I mean, I know it's your team. I like Espino. Don't get me wrong. I just
I'm
don't
with you,
like
bro.
taking the Nationals when they're facing a lefty.
They can't hit lefties.
They can't hit lefties at all. And I think Juan Soto is out tonight. That's huge.
I don't think he's playing either.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing. So I think the Philly. I think it'll be like a 5-2 game. I think it'll be a 5-2 game. That's my take on that. And then I also have. I'm surprised no one's also pitched this. The Red Sox game. I'm gonna take the Red Sox and the Rays Nerfy. I'm gonna take the Nerfy in that game.
Okay.
Springs and Pavetta. Now you have two decent pitchers. They're pretty decent. I have confidence in Springs. I have confidence in Pavetta in the first inning. You know what I mean? They don't really give up too many runs starting off. And the Red Sox bats just have not been looking good lately. They just have not been looking good. The only thing that would worry me about this is the Red Sox teeing off on Springs, but I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't think that's going to happen early. So that's another one. It was at +105 when I got it. It's actually moved all the way down to -105.
You're moving lines, bro.
Yeah.
You're moving lines out here.
So that's another one. And I have a dog. I have the Cardinals money line.
Okay.
I have the Cardinals money line against Ian Anderson. I do not trust Ian Anderson. He has burned me at least 4 times already so far this season. He's terrible. He's the definition of a turkey tosser. You know what I mean? He's the definition. So I'm definitely taking the Cardinals on. Like John was saying, there's no point of taking a +1.5 on a dog that you think you're gonna win. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm from New York. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a Giants fan. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm with my boy Zeke, but I am not going to go with my Yankees today. I actually put a unit on Pittsburgh.
Wow.
In the first 5, yeah. I put a unit on Pittsburgh in the first 5. And I'm a Yankees fan. I do not trust Taillon. Anytime Montgomery's pitching, I'm on him. Anytime Taillon is pitching and we're away from home, I'm not touching him. I'm not touching him. Just because these are, John was saying it, I think a couple streams ago, there's a lot of games that in the season. And these are some of the games that we're going to lose. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like the Rays just obliterating. Who did they just obliterate? The Blue Jays? Yep. I mean, we seen the Pirates beat the Dodgers at home. Now I'm saying it's tough. I've seen the Pirates beat the Dodgers 4 times when the Pirates is at home. You know what I mean? You just can't take the Yankees in the spot. Yeah, you can't take the Yankees in the spot.
And I trust you. You're a fan. If you're saying that as a Yankees fan, I mean, that makes me like him even more.
Yeah, I'm not biased. I'm not biased when it comes to the sports stuff, and it's no point of taking Taillon away from home, even though he's been pitching pretty decent lately. He's been getting out of some jams, but I don't like that. He's been getting out of jams. He's been getting into jams. I don't like that. I just don't like that. The way these young hitters for Pittsburgh have been hitting, I just don't trust it. Sawinski is a demon. I don't know where he came from, who birthed that child, but.
He is
my
a
God.
Yes.
And I got a 2-teamer parlay. It's going to be Phillies and Marlins. Phillies money line, Marlins money line. Damn. Or you can swap it with the Astros. You can swap it with the Astros and the Marlins. I think the Astros win today. I think they win big today.
Yeah, and I think Miami wins too. And I'm with you. I'm a Nats fan, and I think Espino is going to get touched up today too. He looked pretty brutal on his last start. He's finally coming back down to earth a little bit. So,
yeah.
Javon, what do you think about that Nerfy in the Rays game?
I'm not against it. I think Springs is going to get touched up a lot. I don't think it's going to be early because he tends to be pretty good early in the games. Rays offense also stinks, just period. So
Terrible.
I don't take any
It's-
nerfies really, but if that's not a spot I hate today, I don't mind it.
It's like that Brewers Pittsburgh nerfie I pitched. They started teeing off. The Brewers started teeing off in the second inning. You know what I mean? We just knew that they weren't going to get any runs off in the first inning. Just
All you need.
yeah, the way the Red Sox have been hitting.
Who cares? You know?
Yeah, exactly. I got Devers over 1.5 bases today. He's going to go over 1.5 bases today. That's my player prop.
Dude's a beast. That's your prop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my prop. Against Springs? Oh yeah. I'm taking Devers today.
I'm sure Javon agrees as well.
Of course.
That could be tough. Okay, Muse, I appreciate it, my man. Keep that streak
We'll be
intact.
seized. Hey,
that
we'll be
streak
seized.
intact,
We'll be
my man.
seized.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, brother.
right.
Peace.
Yeah.
All right. We got ER surgery in the whip. Bring him up. What's good,
Gentlemen,
Beast?
that
Well,
that made me happy. Put my cock and balls on the table. I like
What's
Pirates
up?
plus-
Bro, it was cutting out, and all I heard was cock and balls. On the
Yeah.
All we heard. So go ahead and restart this one. What do you got? What do you got?
I like Yankees team total under 5.5, and I like Pirates plus 1.5. Quintana's WAR 1.5. I mean, he starts games off well. I'll say it right now: if Bednar's coming in the game later, we're taking a dub. But Pirates play well against good teams. I know Muse World kind of mentioned it. That Dodgers both series were great. Quintana shoved at home and away against the Dodgers. I mean, this Pirates team, bats have been kind of hot. They're a young team. They're exciting to watch. I'm a little biased, but Yankees, bats not so hot recently. I mean, yesterday, that was kind of ugly. Literally, like 5 minutes of going quick little scroll in bed this morning on TikTok and Twitter. I see Yankees minus 1.5 everywhere. Too trendy for me. I don't like it. Yankees only scored 6 runs out of the last 6 games. I don't know. I don't think the Yankees score 6 today, and I think the Pirates cover spread.
Under 5.5. That's a lot of runs. That's
A lot of runs.
I like the Pirates today too. Not gonna lie, I've heard a lot of Pirates plays today as well. I think we always hear Yankees all day, every day from everyone, everywhere. That's just how life goes. It fucking sucks. I wish this was not the universe that I was in right now. I wish I was in one where the Yankees were the worst team. But I have heard a lot of Pirates today. It's starting to scare me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But do I like the Pirates myself? Yes, I still might be on them. I think Quintana shoves. He loves pitching in the spotlight. Like you said, he's pitched really well against good teams. And the Pirates have played well against good teams this year. And we know they can hit at home. So I don't hate this at all. I think I'm always down to take a Yankees team total under. Although I do think if the Pirates win this one, it might be a little bit of an offensive showcase. I like the Pirates. Don't love the Yankees team total under, but you have some cojones for taking a Yankees TTU, my man. That's not easy. I like it right off the bat. Nobody's taking that shit, so maybe it'll hit. You know,
A lot of runs even.
that's a lot of runs. I mean, they could win this game 5-4, and that under still hits. You know, TTU.
I mean, it doesn't mean that we've heard Pirates a lot, but then we got guys like here, come on every day.
Yeah, you're cutting in now a little bit, but I'm getting the gist, my man. I'm getting the gist. Pirates plus 1.5, Yankees TTU. I like it, my man. I like that you're fading the Yankees. You kidding me? This has been one of the best days I've ever had on stream. People coming on here giving me the Pirates. This is like Christmas. Fade the Yanks. Let's get it, my man. Love it.
Also,
What's up?
Swallows money line. Japanese
Swallows. Oh my God, you're the guy who takes this shit. What is it? MPB? Is that what the conference is? Okay.
Yeah.
This is your team, isn't it? You take them like every fucking day.
Oh yeah, I mean they're like I think 15, 16 games at first place right now, so. And they lost last night.
Ooh, coming off an L.
And their ace is pitching tonight. The money line might be juiced, but I mean.
Do you know what are the odds out yet? Is it like KBO where it takes a while for them to come out? Yeah. Okay. It's like the KBO.
Yeah.
All right. Swallows ML, best team in the league.
Yes, sir.
Can't lose 2 in a row. All
Can't
right,
do
my
it.
man. I appreciate you coming on, my dude. Have a good night. Good luck on your bets, okay?
Yes, sir. We'll be seeing. Good luck, boys.
Peace, brother.
Oh God. But
You want to
yeah,
say
I'm
it? Or
starting
you
to-
want me to say it?
starting to hear the Pirates a little too much.
You want to say it or you want me to say it?
Respectfully.
Shit ain't it.
First, we got cocking balls on the table, and now we're talking Swallows. Like, this just might. What are we doing here?
Hey,
what are we really doing here?
We don't sports bet shame here, Javon. We don't unit shame. We don't shame the plays.
Oh no, not at all.
But I mean, I feel like he faded the Yankees team total and on the +1.5, and he took the Yankees of Japanese baseball, the Swallows, which is a sus name just right off the bat. Anyways.
Oh no, I'm not sleeping. I tell Euros my guy. I tell Swallows play. I tell the MPB stuff all the time.
Is he nice with that MPB? Is he good?
Yeah, for sure. Not sleeping on him, but
yeah, I'm
the language here. We're putting cocking balls on the table, and then we're heading to the Swallows. Like, come on.
Sus stream today.
What a pitch.
Yeah, that was something. I feel like it was cutting out like the perfect timing too. We're only getting the sus comments. It was almost like it was planned. Okay. Anywho, yeah, I'm hearing the Pirates too much today. I'm pissed. It's not ideal. I think I got to stay off of them today. Goodness gracious. My guy Big Kitchen, I need you to come in here and give a play. You want me to DM you the link? I got you, bro. Let's bring on my guy Austin. He looks like he's ready to roll, ready to attack the day. This dude sharp as attack. Listen up. Take notes. What's good, my man? How we doing?
You're muted.
Oh, goats are muted.
Sorry, I didn't want to make any noise. How you guys doing today?
Doing well. Good. You have a good weekend, Austin?
Yeah, yes, sir. I actually went to our Renaissance Festival here in our state, so that was a little weird to see. We were betting on kids jousting, so that was fun.
Were you in the house, or were you? Was one of your buddies setting the lines? I love that shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, no. We unfortunately it's hard to handicap 7-year-olds, so we were just taking flat money lines plus 100. But
good.
But I unfortunately I'm hearing a lot of Pirates. Boy, I've been on the stream for like 10 minutes, and these guys are talking up the Pirates and talking down the Yankees. I kind of like the Pirates just because Quintana's a guy that gets a lot of grounders, a lot of rollovers from the Yanks. They'll certainly do that, but now I'm a little curious. I kind of like Tyone tonight. I don't agree with the guy who was on a couple times ago. I kind of like Tyone. Pittsburgh still swing and miss a ton, so interesting one there. I don't know if I'd bet that.
Okay. That's fair. Well, what do you like? What are you going to bet today?
So I came on. I want to give you guys Cleveland, Detroit under 9.5. It's 9.5 right now on FanDuel Sportsbook, -120. A lot of people don't like taking unders with two cruddy pitchers, and we definitely have that in Detroit with Cal Quantrill for the Guards and Drew Hutchinson pegged for the Tigers. Listen, Hutchinson stinks. There's no denying that. Tigers, though, best FIP in baseball in June from relievers, 2.99. So they've got the better bullpen once Hutchinson might get chased after a few tags. I still think this number is way too high for two of the worst offenses in baseball in June. Detroit is the very worst against right-handed pitching. They have a WRC plus south of 70 in June, as well as Cleveland the last couple of weeks, just a 281 WOBA. So they're not getting on base. Jose Ramirez hitting a lot of solo homers. Josh Naylor, he can go deep, but they don't really chain a lot of that together. So I like the under there. I think a lot of people will look at the pitchers and say over. I think Cal Quantrill shoves and the Guards stay in check enough to keep that game under. I see a lot of buzz in daily fantasy about stacking those guys. Don't like it.
Yeah, we are a pro Cal Quantrill stream here, especially on Behind the Lines.
Peter Apple of his fan club, right?
Oh yeah.
What did you say? Oh, Peter Apple. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's the leader of the fan club. I'll give him credit.
Scorching hot. Did he take Cal today? Does anyone know? I haven't seen.
He probably did.
Yeah.
I feel like he takes him every start.
But he takes him like every game.
I'm not fading Peter right now. He's undefeated in July, so I'm not fading Peter. Right. So if he's taking Quantrill, I'll take the Guards money line as well, but I really like the under no matter what.
Looks like he's on the Guardians first 5 -0.5.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I like anything that he's taking right now. He's also on the Yankees first 5 -0.5. Shit.
Interesting. Quantrill doesn't give up a lot of hard contact, and that's the thing is that guys that have swing and miss kind of home run bashers, like Detroit, that's really how they generate offense. Is sometimes they channel the long ball. Quantrill doesn't give up a lot of hard contact, so that's the right formula. Detroit will swing and miss a bunch too, which is kind of Quantrill's bugaboo. So I like him, and I like them today. I don't mind the guards at all, -0.5.
I can get behind this. I can get behind this under. Everyone's going to be on the over. 2 shit pitchers, but to be honest with you, Cal is actually better than he looks, and Hutchinson, hopefully he can do enough against a shitty offense. So I'm with you. I like this angle. I want to see if I have any questions for you on these other games because you're sharp as attack. What do you think about the Snakes today? D-backs.
So Gilbert's going for the Snakes, the kid who threw the no-hitter last year. The Giants are better against righties. I still think that the Snakes. That one's tough. Is the over/under like 8.5 there?
It's 9, but it's juiced to the over. It actually opened up at 10.
Wow. Okay. Because Alex Wood's on the other side. Wood has great peripherals. His skill interactive ERA is a lot lower than his normal ERA. Diamondbacks don't really hit lefties well. I think that game sails under with that as the result. The Giants the Giants give me trouble because I never know who they're going to throw into the lineup. I got to wait to bet them until I see the lineup because sometimes they will throw like 3 or 4 lefties in there against a lefty and then I'm off. And sometimes they'll load up on like Ruff, Longoria, Yerman Mercedes is in there now. So I'd really have to see the lineup to see, but like
he's back.
That one smells like stay away, especially since what we got brewing there is a little bit one of those series bumpers where I thought Rodon was going to shove last night, like 7-8 innings, double-digit strikeouts, and Arizona chased him. Snakes are tricky. That I saw him in person on Friday at Coors. Very, very, very tricky offense, very streaky. So I tend to stay away. Yeah,
Snakes bite. I've been saying that for years, man. When you bet on them, they'll lose in crazy fashion. If you fade them, they'll win. They'll upset. Snakes bite. That's a fact. Any props you like today?
Oh, well, I haven't looked a ton in props. I've just been looking more to daily fantasy angle. Shameless plug, if you're playing daily fantasy tonight, did the podcast for my guy Jim today. So head over to numberfire.com. I got a 20-minute podcast if you're playing DFS today. But some sneaky places I like for offense tonight. If you're looking at team totals, over total bases, things like that. I love Baltimore tonight, getting Spencer Howard and then a Rangers bullpen that's really scuffled. Bottom 10 xFIP in June. Baltimore can give me headaches sometimes because sometimes they're like an all-star level offense and sometimes they're going to get no hit. Drives me nuts. But I like Baltimore tonight. I do, unfortunately, Jovan can cover his ears. I like the Red Sox tonight. I think they're in a sneaky spot. They're much better against lefties than they are righties. Tampa's bullpen is struggling a little bit. I am nervous. I would be nervous about taking the Red Sox money line just because I think Tampa's about to change their offensive profile quite a bit with Wander Franco coming back. But I like Red Sox offensive props tonight. I'm a little bit down on the Braves props tonight. I think the Braves will be very popular. They're taking on Andre Pallante against the Cards. Pallante's got interesting peripherals where his skill interactive ERA is a lot higher, but he doesn't give up a ton of hard contact. I still think he could be interesting. And the Braves are much better against lefties. Like last night, I was all over them against Hudson, who's a guy that is a blow-up waiting to happen, and it happened last night. Pallante is a little different. He's much better limiting hard contact. He's less reliant on less reliant on BABIP, so balls in play. I like Braves unders tonight. I'm not in on that stack, and I'm not really in on the Dodgers either facing Marquez, even though that burned me last week. So we will see how that goes.
My guy Nick says, can you give us a FanDuel boost on your picks today? Some sort of boosted parlay.
Oh, like a boosted parlay. So I wish that they would give me here. How about this marketing opportunity that I still haven't gotten from marketing? I've coined what I call the Swaim game parlay. It doesn't get better than that from a marketing perspective. I can't even get a graphic for it. So hit up FanDuel, tell them to give me some love. Give me my Swaim game parlay graphics so that I can start. How about this? Like a Swaim game parlay boost. I'll give it to you, but they got to give me the graphic and they got to give me the boost. Okay. So hit them at FanDuel on Twitter. Tell them how much you love Austin.
I love it, my man. I love it. So not official plays, but you think there's going to be runs from Baltimore today and Boston, and you're not expecting as many Atlanta runs today as you think the public is.
Yep.
Okay. And then Cleveland, Detroit under. I'm probably going to take that. Number one, because I trust you. Number two, because, great sell job. And Cal Quantrell, he's probably going to throw a no-no tonight.
We're going to have we'll have to meet on here if it hits, because I'm 0-2 on your stream. So if this one hits, we'll just meet on here every day. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to just bring you on here then. That's fair. We also do. We'll bring you back on Behind the Lines. You're due. I know you got it in you.
I'll see you fellas tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, my man. Thanks, Austin.
We'll be seeing you.
Legend. Okay. Yeah, he is sharp as fuck. I don't care if he's got the FanDuel background. Austin sharp as attack. Let's bring on the great. He's a beast. He's been waiting. And then we got my guy Jenks. And then we got Big Kitchen who's coming on. Let's go. Let's get after it. Nate, what's up, my man?
What up, boys?
You have a good weekend?
Yeah, I drank a lot, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. So now you're feeling it?
A little bit.
Hell yeah, brother. What do we like today? You know what'll make you feel better is some winning.
Boston, Tampa, under 9.
Okay.
Pavetta is having a great season. Even better at home. 2.79 ERA, 42 innings, 13 runs, 204 average. Springs has been good. 2.76 ERA away, 29 to third innings, 6 runs, 219 opponent batting average. Boston's 8th in runs allowed per 9, 3.96. Tampa's 5th, 3.92. Boston has 3 straight unders. They're 15 and 20 and 2 at home to the over under. 18, 16 and 1 versus the AL East. 8, 16 and 1 versus the AL East. So a lot of them are unders. Tampa's 11, 19 and 1 versus the AL East. So a lot of unders. So I can see this game going under.
I like the movement from the line. I'm going to let my Rays associate take over and give me his opinion, though. Javon?
I can't give an opinion because it's going to be like Springs. His numbers, the splits on home and road are deceiving because a lot of those come as a reliever. But he, as a starter, he's gotten knocked up a bit on the road. So it's either he's going to come out and shove or he's going to be horrendous. So I'm hoping he comes out here and shoves, both to hit the under and to save some pride, not getting swept by the Red Sox, hopefully.
Yeah. 5-game road trip's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It scares me a little bit. It's on TBS. We've seen infinity home runs on TBS on the TBS games. They're paying premium. I think they outbid Bezos on the Amazon Prime games. I got to go back and rank all the fucking TV broadcasts and how many overs have hit. But TBS is up there, so that scares me a little bit. And like Javon said, Springs could get lit up, but Pavetta could go out there and do what he's been doing the past couple months, and that's be one of the best pitchers in baseball. And he could go out there and shove and hold Tampa to a run or two. I can see that today. Their offense has been hot again. They're due for regression to come back down to earth. Their lineup's still not back at full strength. Javon, cover your ears. Sorry. I could see Pavetta shoving today. I could see him shoving. I don't love it, or I don't hate it. Sorry. I don't know if I'm
listen,
play it, but
you got to fade it. With you, I haven't hit a bet with you up there, so fade the shit out of it.
I love it. You're getting your little jinx in there. Need it.
Yeah, fade the shit out of it.
Pavetta, dude, this guy is still so underrated. His numbers are finally starting to come down to where they should be. He's almost at a 3, and he's 8-5. But you take away his first month of the season when he was dog shit, and the guy is sub 3 ERA, and he's got a couple more wins under his belt. He's been absolutely dealing against a Rays offense. Javon, cover your ears again. Against a Rays offense, the great. Come on, man. Under 9. They're giving me 9.5 here, some books. I like it. Any team totals you like today? Any props you like today?
Props, Marquez, over 2.5 runs allowed.
Okay. Is that my guy
this year versus 2 games this year against the Dodgers, 10 to third, 6 runs allowed. Dodgers against the righties are way better than they are against lefties, and they're at home. I can see him coming out. Mookie's back. Lineup's been on fire. Justin Turner, Trey Turner, both been on fire in July. We're only 5 days into July, but they've been smashing the ball, hitting almost 500.
Turner does look like Justin Turner looks like he's finally turned a corner because he was really struggling earlier in the year. He had a game early in maybe it was the first day of July. He had 2 home runs in the game, and since then he's been raking. So I'm with you. They're starting to get their guys back right. They still need Max Muncy to fucking figure it out. But besides him, I don't know what he's doing either. But I don't hate that play. German Marquez is actually one of my guys. I like this dude. I think he has been pitching better recently. but he kind of relapsed in his last start and got absolutely shelled again by the Dodgers. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was playing against the Dodgers.
It was the home game for them to get swept, was it?
I think so. Let me see real
When
quick.
for the Rockies to sweep them, I think it was Marquez that was on the bump.
Yeah,
when they
I'm
avoided
pretty
the sweep.
sure. Yeah.
Ooh.
Emerson Santilla.
Yep. Dodgers. He only went 3 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, had a couple bombs. Yeah, he's had a tough year. So he's like one of those guys, big name. People remember him for being an all-star last year. So people like me are like, oh, he's got to turn it around again eventually. Well, he really hasn't, to be honest with you. So good spot. You said over 2.5 runs?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate that play one bit. It's the Dodgers. Give me a break. They could put up 10 runs against this guy. I like it, my man. I hope you feel better. I think we're all recovering a little bit today from the weekend. But like I said, nothing makes you feel better more than hitting some bets. Am I right?
Facts. Gotta get them
All right.
electrolytes back.
Yes, sir. Go get a Gatorade and go place your bets, my man. Have a good night, all right?
All right, boys.
Peace,
All right.
brother. Oh, shit. Jenks, my bad, brother. Brought you up. I brought you up real quick.
Nah,
I did the other try to remove someone, and then I brought you up. How we doing, bro?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Doing
Pretty
well,
good.
my man. Please tell me you
Good.
got some WNBA. We haven't heard any today. You got any?
Yeah. So there's 2 games today.
You got any
So
WNBA?
the first one, the Suns -5. So they played them 5 times out of the past 2 years, and they won by 27, 21, 10, and 31. And then one game they lost by 8. Spreads -5. So the Dallas, they have a bunch of people coming back from injury. So I don't know how strong they're going to be, how fast, how they're going to play. So I'm going to take the Suns -5. I like that one a lot today. And then the other game, Seattle, the spread's -11. It might be good if Victoria Vivians is still out because they have a bunch of players out, and they just played them a couple of days ago and won by 16. So if those players are still out, I think that -11 is a good spot. And then my prop is Brianna Jones points, 11.5 over. Out of the past 2 years, she's hit it every single time. She just kills Dallas every single time. They're weak in the paint. She's a big center. She just doesn't pass the ball, so I like her points today.
What team is she
That's
on?
what I got. What was that?
What team is she on?
The Suns.
Okay.
That's the
Cool.
5-1. Yep.
Okay. You like that prop? I'm looking for something to put into prize picks and pair with this.
Yeah, I
Luke
like
Voigt.
a lot today.
Okay. Over 11.5 points.
Yeah.
Okay. How far are we in the WNBA season?
It's almost the All-Star break. It's like I think it's next week, the All-Star break, so it's getting there.
Awesome. And do you watch the games and stuff?
Yeah, I do. When I
Word.
can. If I have like a lot of props or a lot of money, I watch them, but
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Still basketball.
buddy. Yeah. But see you guys
Word.
later.
Hey, Jenks, I appreciate it, brother. Thanks for coming on. Someone said he looked like a pink Starburst today. He did, and that's the best flavor of Starburst, by the way. He was all dripped out. All right, let's go. My guy, Big Kitchen. Unless Javon, do you have any opinions on this WNBA leans?
Wish I did.
Yes,
did.
man.
I'll leave that to the goats to do that.
Leave it to the pros. Big Kitchen. My guy's been waiting patiently. Let's go.
Fellas,
Let's go, my G.
what's up? Hey, man. Shout out to Joey Chestnut, the GOAT. 15-time gladiator of the Glizzies. So that was good to see. I won a little bit on that.
The Mount Rushmore of sports. I think it's Michael Jordan,
Bro,
Tom
he's up
Brady, Joey Chestnut.
He's up there, bro.
Yep.
Oh, man.
But hey, Mets -1.5.
Okay.
Matt Scherzer, I think he still got that 2.5 ERA.
He's a beast.
He's had I want to say 30 Ks in his last 4 away games. I like Alonso. I like the guys in Mets lineup. They're still competing with the Braves to hold on to that NL, that ranking in the NL. Man, bro, they got the win yesterday, so I really like them in this spot, especially Matt Scherzer. I don't really see how the Reds can really overpower them as far as offense. I mean, they've You've seen what they've done early on in the season. They kind of falling black. They'll still a win every now and again, but they still regress. They still regress. They're one of them teams that's always gonna regress.
I mean, they're
not,
terrible.
Yeah, they're not really. They're not competing for anything. We're talking about a team that's literally competing for the side of the league, so they're going to give it all they got. And I got faith in their lineup. I think they win by a few today.
This is a big game for them. They're going to be extra jacked up. They're getting Scherzer back from an injury. They're going to be juiced up with their guy back on the mound, and he's going to be expecting run support today. He's their guy. Max Scherzer, by the way.
Max Scherzer, right?
Dog. Yep. He's a freak on the mound. You don't want to go. He's one of those guys. Like, I don't know. I had a guy on my team in high school. Some pitchers are weird. Pitchers are weird guys.
They are.
Big Kitchen. I'm sure you know. Pitchers are weird dudes. Some of them are like chilling in the dugout, when they're not pitching. Some of them, go back in the clubhouse, don't talk to people. Some of them are like pacing around like they're fucking
They're so mental. They're mental.
Yeah, it's all mental, dude. And I'll tell you right now, Scherzer is a fucking dog.
He's bro.
He's gonna go out there and he's gonna want to get a win. He's gonna expect run support from his team coming back. It's been a couple months since his pitch, so I don't hate it. I don't really see how they lose either. I kind of like the Reds to keep it close-ish, only because Scherzer historically doesn't pitch his best when he comes back from an injury, which is not just him. That's an everyone thing, kind of. But I mean, the Mets are going to be juiced up today.
They're too juiced, bro. They're competing for something, so
the Mets are actually relevant at this time of the year, which is not common for them. I mean, they're really good. They're really good. That's coming from a Nats fan. So
it's coming from a Braves fan.
Yeah, well, there you go.
It hurts me to say it, but I like it. I like it.
At least we got 2 championships in our back pockets from the last couple of years, so we'll take it.
Exactly. We'll take it.
Yeah, man. Awesome, my man. I appreciate you coming on. Okay, you have a good day. All right, brother.
Of course, y'all be easy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fucking beast. Good vibes from my man, Big Kitchen. What do we? That was a lot. What are we taking in on that?
I'm just so sketched. Like we were talking about it earlier. Like the weather is making me hesitate on this game. But like if you're looking, I think the Mets are the spot here because we look at like Lodolo's not been good when he's been up, but he's also going against the Mets who are, I believe, top 5, top 3 in the league against sinkers. Like all their lineup hits them really well. They have one of the highest run values as a total lineup. So I mean that's a good spot for them because they don't need to do much in the Great American Bandbox. So I can get behind that a little bit. I'm also just seeing just of now, I guess Devers not playing today in Boston.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that's
a big
boys.
That's a big deal, not just because like it's Rafi Devers, but Jeffrey Springs is a big reverse splits guy. So
he doesn't want to face any lefties as a lefty, right?
No, now he's facing what? Christian Arroyo instead.
What other lefties are in that lineup? Is there?
It's just Jaron Duran and Franchi Cordero.
So Duran's gonna go out. Is he on Prospects today?
I mean, yeah, he's got to run an RBI. I mean, whenever he's up for that, I take it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he's a freak. The one time I took anything with him, I took the under, and he hit a fucking leadoff first pitch home run against the Cubs. Like it was like last week, not that long ago.
Verdugo is also not playing for somebody who just said that.
Damn. Okay. They're rolling out their B team lineup today.
I mean, it's still a really good lineup. Like they got, I think JD Martinez, I'm scared of finally breaking out today. That's what I'm really scared of. Christian Vasquez, for those who aren't paying attention, has also been hitting the shit out of the ball. That guy's probably their most consistent hitter, honestly, recently. So, and yeah, Arroyo's been decent. He's just no Rafi Devers either, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
Yep, that is good for your boys. That's some life, right? That's a dub. Yeah. Let's see how the line moves. Let's watch how that line moves around. That's a big deal. Okay. We've got my man Moneyline Swine, who's been chilling, waiting patiently. I'm going to bring him up. He looks ready to roll.
What's up, guys?
How we doing, bro?
Man, we good. We good. I'm going to the WNBA for you as well.
Let's go.
And I'm with Connecticut Sun -5. He gave you some of those stats. The Wings have also lost 8 of their last 11 games, and none of those losses covered 5. So it's looking like a great spot for the Sun. Also, the Wings bigs are really mid, and then you have the Sun, who probably have the best bigs, top 3 at the very least in the WNBA. I see Jonquel Jones, Bree Jones, which was his prize picks. I like all of that. Yeah, the Wings are going to get smacked, I think, tonight. They're also, one of their bigs is publicly beefing with her coach. Someone tweeted at her and was like, why do you keep taking out Izzy Harrison? And then Izzy Harrison quote tweeted it and was like, yeah, when you find out, let me know. So they're falling apart. The Wings are absolutely falling apart right now.
Jeez.
That's some like Odell Beckham type shit. Like I was not expecting that from the WNBA. Fucking love it. Give me all the.
It gets messy in the W. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, I can get behind it.
Yeah, and I got a little prop for you too in the other game. It's the Fever and the Seattle Storm. The Seattle Storm are hot right now, and the Fever are the worst team in the WNBA. They don't play any defense, so I'm looking at Gabby Williams over 13.5 PRA. She's like a do everything kind of player, so I can see her just hitting like 5, 5, and 5 and taking care of business with that.
Yeah, I don't know shit about it. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust Jenks. You guys follow this shit, so don't doubt it. Just take it. Is it the Sun or the Suns? Is it singular or is it plural?
This is singular. Yeah, it's the Sun.
Singular Sun. Okay.
Yeah, Phoenix Suns, Connecticut Sun.
Connecticut. Okay.
Connecticut. Yeah.
Who's the best player on the court tonight in both games? There's 2 games, right?
Yeah. So in Sun Wings, it's going to be Jonquel Jones. Okay. She's a beast. She was the MVP last year. She's having a little bit down year, but she's reigning
What's her name
MVP.
again?
Jonquel Jones.
I want to just like look up. This shit always makes me curious. Jonquel Jones. Okay.
Yeah, she's super nice. And then the Wings have Arike Ogunbowale, who was the All-Star Game MVP last year, and she's just a bucket. Like she's a 20-point a game kind of player. So she's nice as well. Then in the other game, it's Breanna Stewart. You know, she's a G. She's knocking down. Her 3 prop is interesting tonight. It's at 2, and she's pushed for the last 5, and then the other one she hit. So it's like she's gonna hit 2. It's just about if she gets that 3rd. I'm on that just in case. You know, I don't like to play for a push, but I'd rather a push than an L, and it's pretty much a guarantee she's gonna get 2. So I'm in there again against the Fever, who just don't play any defense, which I like. But yeah, and then the Fever are just kind of a mess right now. Their best player is Kelsey Mitchell. She just got snubbed from the All-Star game, but there's no one really special. They're a really young team. They can be good in like 2-3 years, but they need some time. They have like half of their team is rookies.
That's fair. Like I said, I'm going to trust you boys with this WNBA analysis because I'm not even going to. It's not going to worth my time. I'm just going to trust you guys. You know it. So,
hey, we got you.
Stewart, I know Breanna Stewart. I know that name.
We got one there.
There's talks about her being one of the greatest WNBA basketball players of all time. Are you behind that or?
Yeah. If she's not already top 10, I think she finishes her career top 5 just off of accolades alone. Like, she's a beast.
She's incredible. Okay.
Yeah, having a slight down year for her standards, but like for everybody else, it's the best season of their career. So,
gotcha. Okay. Well, shit, I might have to tune into these. What time do these games start?
4 and 5 today. I don't know which one's which off the top of my head.
What time are you Eastern time or are you out west?
Pacific.
Okay.
So one of the games is on Facebook, so everybody can watch that. They're stuck in the past with the Facebook live stream, but everybody can watch that one. I think the other one is only on League Pass.
Okay, that's fair. Awesome, my man. I appreciate you coming on. We're gonna have to throw one of these things in one of these parlays.
Yes,
I appreciate it, my man. You're doing the Lord's work researching the WNBA. I honestly might, if I'm not liking this MLB card like it's looking right now, I might have to dabble and check it out on Facebook.
That Sun -5 is great. I stay away from double-digit lines, so that 11 in the Seattle game I don't like just because it sketches me out. Realistically, they should hit. Like the Fever missing a couple of players, and they're already bad, so like should still hit. I just, as a personal rule, after getting burned too many times on it, I stay away from double digits.
Okay, that's fair. I think that makes an incredible amount of sense. So,
yes,
all right, my man. I appreciate you coming on. Good luck on your bets tonight. All right, bro?
Gotcha.
Peace, brother. WNBA. I might have to bet on that shit, dude. I'm just watching.
Yeah.
I'm itching.
I mean, I feel like we have to throw it in a parlay here.
We're gonna have to. I'm hoping more people come up. We don't have anyone in the queue. Don't be shy, guys. I know Javon is really intimidating with that Rays hat. It's got pink on it. Super
course.
intimidating. So I know you don't want to come up, but you can talk to me. It's okay. I know you guys know I'm very nice. I'm seeing a lot of Wiley talking here. I'm gonna text him the link. See if he wants to come.
All right, he's corporate now. He's got a job.
You think he'll come?
Maybe so.
Just text him the link, guys. We'll see if he comes on. Yeah, Cat Plays Nick. Come on, brother. Need you. Oh, let's go. We got one of the goats. We got my man, DeGen Weekly. Are you ready to roll, brother? You looks like you're setting up something. You good to go? Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. I can hear you
me?
now. How we doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment in New York, so I got to get my wife gets the dining table, and I get the fucking, right by the window, her hats, the bed, all this like tight little setup shit. So, I get the scraps. But anyways, I just did my deep dive into the board a little late here. I saw we had a game at 410. I also saw that you punched in the over, which I think I am going to do as well. Not necessarily just blindly tailing you, but I like that it moved from 7 to 7.5 with two good pitchers. Is that what kind of prompted you to go that way as well?
Yeah, good pitchers and quotes. I'll let Javon handle it because he was pretty sharp on this.
I mean, that definitely played a part in why I liked it. I was going to take it at 7. I didn't even realize it was 7.5 until we talked about it. But I just looked at it as I think it's a bad matchup for both pitchers. Like Gilbert, he's been getting touched up his last couple starts. And going up against teams that guys hit the ball hard on and hit the ball hard, like average exit velo and everything, that's where he tends to struggle. And we have a couple of guys in that lineup today, aka Voit Machado. I think Voit goes yard today. And then looking at the other side, Clevenger struggles against patient teams, which the Mariners are. So I think on both sides of it, we'll get runs. That's where I'm at.
You know what I find interesting is Gilbert being, you'd say he's the Mariners ace, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, right. The Padres offense has been terrible. I'm just looking at their previous games. 2-4, 2-1, 1-4. These are the runs that they've scored. So in a total with two good pitchers, again, good in quotes, and a struggling offense. I know the Mariners aren't struggling. They're heating up. Anytime I see a move on that, I like to follow. So yeah, Krabs, I'm glad you punched that in because it put it on my radar. Javon, one of my favorite plays today is the Rays. I don't know if you can get into the nitty gritty here, but I'm just looking at this line. First thing to catch my eye, I thought 130 was pretty short. I know Springs is good, but at the end of the day, the Rays are, I don't know that they're that respected quite as much lately from bettors, and this line, Pavetta's been good. I heard that the Red Sox are 9-1 in their last 10 games that Pavetta has started, and they just shut him out yesterday. 2 hits, -130. I expected that line to fly up to -140, -145, and it's not. And I checked the data. Looks like the Red Sox are getting over 70% of the bets, over 70% of the money. And I'm a Rays fan. Obviously, I think you both know that by now. But I'm not one to just back my team to do it, emotionally. I think this is short, and the fact that it's not moving makes me love the Rays. I'm usually a 1.5 guy on the with underdogs, but I don't know. I'm stunned. I'm going to go on the money line here. Any thoughts?
Yeah. They also, we were just talking about it a little bit ago, Devers is out now. So
fuck, I don't like that.
I knew he was going to get
that. I don't.
That just happened, and it moved the line a tad, but the over-under
down
towards the Rays, yeah. But
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, towards the Rays, but the over-under didn't move one bit, which is why I think we're going to see some runs.
I think so too. Yeah, 9 right off the bat. Yeah. 9 is high off the bat, but especially yesterday. Yesterday was interesting. I always find this too. If you go with a total, I was inclined to go with the over yesterday. I didn't. 10. I think it opened 10 and went to 10.5. Did either of you play that total in the Rays game?
I didn't.
I saw Ollie did, and Ollie went. There's nothing worse than going to a game, betting the over, and there's no fucking runs. But I didn't do it. But anytime I play a total and it doesn't even come close, what you want to do is a gambler's fallacy is you're like, okay, I'm definitely not doing that again, right? These teams are going to burn me. So the fact that this total yesterday, I think it ended 4-0, and they scored like 3 runs or 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th, the Red Sox did. Now it's 9 again, and these pitchers' ERAs combined are under 6. This tells me, I don't know if I'm going to do it just yet, but this tells me the over is the play. Are you making an official play?
I mean, I might now. That's kind of the same line of thought that I had. I think it was between game 1 and 2 of the Blue Jays series this weekend.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that first game, I think everybody was on the over, including myself, and it soared under. Rays offense was terrible. Jays were okay, but they didn't get it done. And then second game comes and it soars, which injury, sure, it helped, but it soared over. Just looking, because I like to frame everything through what I see on Prize Picks, because that's what I do the most. Isaac Paredes was on Prize Picks for the first time yesterday. He got walked like 2 times, didn't do anything. He's gone today. So he was on there for 1 day. 1 day and now he's gone, which is pretty interesting. So might see
if that total doesn't come down, if that shit stays at 9, I'm gonna have to take it too. I'm in no rush.
The juice is actually moving up towards the over. So I'm seeing it's going, like I see it on FanDuel slightly moving up, which FanDuel's the guy who's behind, but that's just what I'm looking at. It's up to minus 122 towards that over 9 now.
And it looks like the majority of the bets and money are on the under. So, I mean, I love this. This is what's going to happen. I'll tell you right now, this is what's going to happen. This is going to be Public Mondays are a thing, right? And I think we're all in agreement there. But after a holiday, it's like a delayed Public Monday. And the Tuesday after the Monday, this could be a really chalky day. But I'm diving right in. I don't care. I'm not like walking a fine line. I'm going right in. I like the board. I'm either going to get fucking killed or I'm going like 8-1. But as like, just a guy who's a contrarian and bets off of weird lines or movements or non-movements, this raise, it's like, it seems too easy in a really like difficult sense where I love the Rays and I love the over. I like the Rays team total. I think the Rays score first. I really love all this. So I'm gonna bring up another one for you, and then just let me know if I'm taking up too much time. But
you're good.
The other game that caught my eye, the second game was I thought the Yankees line was pretty short, and without even having looked at the movement, I just thought to myself, a 9-1 pitcher on a Yankees team. Right around that minus 200 mark. That's always what I find is like anybody who's looking to make parlays, if they have a heavy favorite that's like over 240 or 250, they're probably going to be a little apprehensive and not put it in there. They won't even think twice if a good team is minus 200. I always think you got to think the odds makers know this, and I always assume, okay, this is going to be what I think is the parlay buster, and that's why I took the Guardians actually the other day when they beat the Yankees, because I'm like, the Yankees are only like minus 190, minus 180. That's just short enough for someone to throw it in there in a 3-4-5 teamer, not even consider it. My only concern here is, and this is why I like talking to you guys about this stuff, because I get Cal Quantrill and Jose Quintana mixed up. Maybe it's the Qs, and I think you've already corrected me once. Do people like Quintana or do they like Quantrill? Because that would be the only apprehension, although I am only seeing the Pirates are getting 17% of the bets, so they can't like Quintana that much.
They like him, just not enough to fade against the Yankees in terms of the overall public, I guess. But I mean, we've heard it a lot here today.
We have heard the Pirates a lot today on stream.
Did you really?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked
too.
I'm shocked and I'm pissed because I wanted to fucking take the Pirates, and I think I honestly might stay off now, straight up.
So, I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, that blows my mind because I'm looking at the VSiN here. It's 5% of the handle on the money line. The Pirates are getting 4% of the handle on the run line. But I guess it kind of makes sense because the Pirates are they're pesky, and ever since they swept the Dodgers, which props to you for being on that, I guess they are a team where people would look to be like, oh, this could be the upset. So
they're a little trendy.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
A little bit.
I got one more line. Do we have time?
Yes, we do. What do you got?
Okay, so I'm actually not going to play this, but I want to gather your thoughts on it because it involves the Nationals, who
Okay.
I'm really, really sick of losing money on. But every day is different. Every game's different. Is this line appropriate? Because to me, it looked pretty short. Although I don't know much about this Christopher Sanchez guy. So, I mean, is he maybe like, someone who doesn't take in a lot of respect from bettors? Maybe that the line is right, but minus 160, minus 165, the Phillies at home against the Nationals. I mean, I don't know. What am I missing?
Well, I mean, it's a bullpen game for the Phillies. This guy's a bullpen pitcher.
Okay. Well, that makes
So
a little bit
that
more
plays a big
sense.
part of it.
Opener. Yep. Although we're not going to score the first 2 or 3 innings, however long it pitches, because we can't hit a lefty to save our life. Cannot.
Right. I heard that statistic earlier. You're terrible against the Nationals are terrible against lefties on the road, and the total's 9.5.
Yeah. I mean, but these pitchers do kind of stink, which is
So,
the issue. Espino is
four-
worse than his numbers on the surface level. If that helps you make
49% of the bets, but 75% of the money over 9.5.
Ooh.
I don't know. I thought it was wild. I thought the total was a little high. I thought the number on the Phillies was a little short. So I didn't know if you guys thought maybe this was a little fishy line, or if this is. I think a lot of people are going to play Phillies on the run line, and again, maybe it could be one of those things. It's just sometimes you don't overthink it,
Yeah.
And,
So
I would
totals
think
and
that probably.
totals with Philly and Nats games are always pretty high. Especially this year, they've been very high this year. Like I'm looking back right now, 9.5, 8, 10, 11, 9.5.
Okay, that's not weird then.
So like these are two good offenses who can't pitch to save their life and have dog shit bullpens.
Yeah.
I don't think the total's set that ridiculously. I think what's throwing you off is Paulo Espino's ERA. He's not that good. He's not as good as his ERA. He also got shellacked in his last start, came back down to earth. He doesn't have great stuff. He's an old, savvy veteran who's been in the minors most of his career. I don't think he's going to do anything special. I think he might get roughed up today, to be honest with you. My best advice is just do what I'm doing right now and just don't bet Nats games, because Vegas, the line might be a little short, although it's moving from plus 120 to plus 140. The line might be short, but I think it's because Vegas knows smart people like us are like, damn, this Nats team is not this bad. Damn, this Nats team's got to win one of these games coming up, right? Like, they're not this terrible. But to be honest with you, I think we're the ones that have been falling for it recently. I know I have. So keep me far away. This is even with – I banned the Nats personally because I just can't do it anymore. I'm just too biased. I literally can't. But my opinion here is right, I think. Just stay away from this one. I think it could be a trap on both sides. Either way.
Yeah.
Either way.
I agree.
Yeah.
But
I will say that if that raise total stays around 9, maybe even if it goes up to 9.5, I'm nuking it. But if it stays at 9, I got to play that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the over every which way. I'm gonna take the Rays team total over. Like I said, I think they get out.
Yeah.
I think they get on them first. I mean, there's just something. There's something there that's speaking to me. So again, but it's going to be one of those things. It's going to be a bloodbath, or I'm going to be rolling around in cash. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like I've probably chatted long enough. I'm looking forward to Sandy Alcantara tonight. I love when this guy pitches. I thought his opener was a little short. Not going to touch it, but that game kind of caught my eye too. And just because I have a Cy Young ticket on him. I heard he's plus 160 right now.
He is by far the favorite. Mm-hmm.
And I hear our boy, the debate is some guys on VSiN were talking about between Verlander and McClanahan for Cy Young. But Verlander giving up some runs in his past few starts helps our boy a lot. So looking forward to that race as well.
Shane is locked. This dude is a freak, strikeout king, lefty. I love the guy. I'm jealous.
He's a bad man. He's a bad man.
Awesome. He's Patrick Corbin, but 100 times better. He's just got that nasty lefty. He's what Patrick Corbin was supposed to be, but he's just so much better. It's not even close. But similar type pitchers from the left side, off speed is huge, swing and miss stuff. He's everything my guy Patty was supposed to be. But Patty's back. So I digress. But yeah, the Nats, man. The Nats have been trapping me for weeks. I think they're just this bad. And what worries me about them is their effort level. They just don't give a shit. They know half the team's about to be gone in a month. Their manager and their management are a bunch of boneheads. They're a bunch of goons. They stink. I cannot believe we just re-signed Davey for another year. I'm pissed. It's just there's one plus on this team, and his name's Juan Soto, and he can only do so much. He can only do so much.
What about Josh Bell? Don't you like Josh Bell?
Love Josh Bell. He'll be on the Red Sox in about 3 weeks. Straight up.
Hey, get ready, because I just saw the White Sox, who I had yesterday, triple play. Tony La Russa,
nuts.
Gotta be this close to being fired.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense how that dude's still managing a team. That team that's good too, and they can't win. It's embarrassing.
I know. I mean, yeah.
All right,
man.
guys. Let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. Let me know what you take today, because we're usually on the right side of stuff.
I'm finalizing it shortly. We'll do.
All right. Sounds good, brother.
Peace.
All right. See ya.
I think we're getting some ads here, so maybe just chill out a little bit before we bring
All
the
right.
boys on.
Well, we got 2 goats coming up on deck, though.
2 goats.
Let's go.
Can't let them miss that.
Let's go. We got Ollie. We got Nick. Let's go. Come on, boys. I think Ollie's out on the course right now.
Yeah, he says he's on the links.
Is he on the links? We'll let him go first then. I know, Nick, you're a very patient, wise person. Let my man on the golf course go first. He's got to get back to playing golf with his pops. Let me know when ads are gone, guys. Let me know. Do you agree with what my man Degen Weekly was saying about that raise over? I think you already liked it from what you were talking about.
If it stays at 9, I will definitely be taking that over.
We got to take that.
Yeah,
we got. And if it goes back up to 9.5, we have to put another unit up secretly.
Yeah. If it goes up to 9.5, I will be sneak whaling that for sure. 100%. Just keeping it quiet. All right.
Ads are gone. We're free. Ads are gone. Let's bring up Ollie real quick. It looks like he might be potatoing. Oh, Ollie, are you alive, brother? Okay. Oh, we tried. He's now potato. Let's bring on Nick. See, I think this might have been Nick's game plan the whole time. He might have hacked Ollie's phone to get on early.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
You caught me. How's it going?
Well, how you doing? You have a good weekend?
Yeah, I had a pretty good weekend. Didn't really do anything crazy, but just took a day off yesterday, which is nice.
Good. Yes, I didn't take any MLB bets yesterday. Honestly, I hated the card, but it was good to just chill out for a little bit. Took the hot dog bet, profitable. Called it a day.
Yeah, sharps on the under.
They were. They literally were. They actually were. Nick, what do you like today, brother?
Okay, so I like the Mets a lot today.
Oh. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why do you like the Mets a lot today?
Okay. So I've heard you a couple times say Max Scherzer does not pitch well coming back from injury. So I spent some time actually. It's one of the reasons why I'm on so late. And I went and looked
some cap
how Max Scherzer has done in starts coming off the injured list.
Is he really good?
Well, I mean, so I was able to find 3 of them dating back to like 2018 or 2019.
Okay.
Most recently, I think this was last year, he went 7 innings against Houston, gave up 5 hits, struck out 10 batters, gave up 2 runs. Classic Max Scherzer start. The year before, against the Phillies in Philadelphia, he went 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, struck out 8, allowed 1 earned run. And then in like 2018 against Pittsburgh, he went 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, struck out 3, gave up 1 earned run. And it seems like he was on a pitch count in that game, only going 4 innings, despite not really getting it around a whole lot.
Wow.
So it's just like Max Scherzer's pitching like Max Scherzer.
Damn.
When he comes back. And I liked the Mets before I did that research, but your comments inspired me to go look it up.
Well, I'm happy you brought that up because I don't like giving out false info. So that's on me. I appreciate you calling it right.
I was just curious.
Yeah, no, that's good. That people need to know the actual facts. And I honestly thought that he sucked coming back from injuries because I've just watched him pitch shitty to start seasons or whatever. But
yeah, and start of the season might be different.
Okay.
I didn't look at that at all.
But you like the Mets? Do you like the Mets on the run line?
Yeah, I like the Mets on the run line.
Okay.
And so here's the reason for that. So I think Scherzer's going to go out. He's going to pitch well.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know that we're going to get 7 innings, 10 Ks from Scherzer. I think he only went 4.2 in his most recent start. I think we get maybe 6 innings from Scherzer if he has a good game. But the Reds are dog water hitting against right-handed pitchers. I don't really care that they're at home because the Mets get the same advantage of hitting in that little league ballpark that the Reds do. And the other thing that I really like actually is so Lodolo's also coming off an injury. This is his first start coming off the 60-day injured list. He's made 3 starts in the minors. He's a good pitcher. I mean, he's a top 100 prospect. More so a lefty who's going to go out, eat some innings. Doesn't have crazy stuff, but a 6'6" lefty with good control, decent fastball velocity, decent breaking ball. I mean, that's a quality major league pitcher. He still needs a little bit of time, I think, to put it together in the bigs. And plus, with him coming off the 60-day injured list, I think we get 4 innings from him and we get 5 innings of the Reds bullpen. And the Reds bullpen has been absolute dog shit.
Yeah, well, they are dog
so,
shit.
Yeah, so that's a big reason why I like the Mets here today as well. Just the fact that we should be getting so many innings out of the Reds pen. So give me the Mets minus 1.5. I think that's like minus 125-ish.
Okay. Yeah, well, if my Max Scherzer stat is bogus, then yeah, throw what I said out the window. I will say in his last couple of years, like this year, his first opening game, he gave up 3 in his first start. Last year, he gave up 4 earned runs. 2020, he gave up 4 earned runs. So he definitely is not the sharpest coming right out of the gates, but that's on me. Thank you for fact checking me. Guys, I'm not Megamind. I don't know everything. I'm with you on that. And I'll tell you right now, Matt, if you think Max Scherzer is going to come in there and number one, the Mets are going to be juiced up that their guy's back. And they're going to want to score runs for him. Number 2,
I don't think that this is crazy juiced.
What'd you say?
I don't think the juice here is bad. I mean, that's why I like it so much. If we're looking at like a minus 150 on this run line, I'm staying away.
Oh no, I was saying the players are going to be juiced to play for the.
Okay.
They're going to be juiced up.
I got you. There's just juice everywhere.
There's juice left and right.
Too much juice.
Left,
Too
right,
much
center.
juice.
There's a sale on juice.
And if there's one guy to not count out, and there's one guy to just kind of defy any sort of trends or just anything in general, it's Max Scherzer. Whether it's good trends or bad trends, it's fucking Max Scherzer. This dude is the most competitive, one of the best athletes of the past decade, one of the greatest athletes I've ever watched. Been a pleasure to watch him in DC. Been lucky. The dude has the best winning attitude I've probably ever witnessed in any sport. Maybe more than Tom Brady. I'm not saying he's as good as Tom Brady or going to go down, but goodness gracious, this guy goes out there and he's got that dog in him, and he becomes a different human being up on the mound. He's actually like one of the nicest dudes ever. Like he bought, I know you guys saw the minor league shit, but for everyone else listening, he bought his entire minor league team, like steak, seafood, bought them all AirPods in his last start. He's a great fucking dude. But when he gets up on the mound, he becomes a madman. Hence why they call him Mad Max. Soto just bought a house in LA. Go fuck yourself. Get that off the screen. Get that out of here. Get it out. A lot of people have houses in LA. A lot of people do.
I have a house in LA.
Nick has a vacation house in LA.
I have 2.
He's got 2 vacation houses. He won't let me stay at them. That Capitalized model, it's been earning him some bread. You guys got to go check it out.
Yeah. Also, I saw somebody in the chat ask a good question about this game. Take first 5 to avoid the potential rain. No. I think if this gets rained out, so be it. But a big part of the handicap for me is the Reds bullpen, and we don't get Reds bullpen.
You sound like
if we only take the first 5 bets. I mean, it's like no respectfully.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I see someone said this. No. Love it, man. Hey, cut the shit, man. I love it. No
I mean,
it
might hit. I'm not saying it won't hit. I'm not saying I like the other side. I'm just saying that the bet that I like is the full game because of the Reds bullpen, at least partially because of the Reds bullpen.
There's hella rain today, but I mean, are we really going to cap? I think it's bogus to cap games or whatnot based on the rain. Like, what the fuck are you going to do? Okay, nice. Soto has a house in all 50 states now, confirmed. Just saw it from the source. Yeah, I don't need that in my life right now. Oof. I hope his knee's okay. I'm very curious to see if he plays. Hey, fuck you guys. I see the comment, bro. I see it. He's trying to get a fucking ride. He's got his thumb up. He's trying to get a fucking ride out of DC is what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Oy. I wonder if he's going to play today. I honestly don't know. He did not play yesterday, but he pinch hit.
He's in the projected lineup that I see. Well, we
He's
should
in
get
the
lineups in
projected,
an hour.
but we'll have to say. Oh well, I can't come for any of. Well, I guess Nick, you're kind of a Nats fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
You are a Nats fan.
I'm a Nats fan.
I was about to chirp the Rockies, but you're not even a Rockies fan. So
You can chirp the Rockies.
you know who's starting to heat up? I texted Javon this the other day. Is Chris Bryant.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
we'll see if he can stay
starting
healthy.
Yeah, that's facts. But interesting decision for him going out to Colorado. People were like, interesting how he's going out there. Maybe it's to go out there and pad some stats. I don't know how.
Oh,
how
he got
fat
a
it's feel.
he got a bag.
He got a bag.
He got like 2 bags.
How many years did he sign?
It
for?
was
Do you
like
know?
7 years, $186 million or something.
Jesus.
Christ.
That's an insane contract, especially after they decided to not pay Arenado and then sign Chris Bryant to that contract.
Yeah, that made no sense to me.
A lot of question marks from Rockies fans out here.
You guys know who makes the most money per year in MLB contract right now?
Who'd that be?
That'd be Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer makes $43 million a year, which is by far the most per year out of anyone. That's
It's like a, you know what that's like? That's like the Kirk Cousins contract that he signed with Minnesota.
I mean,
not
let's
that I'm making a comparison between them.
I was about to say,
but to get
that's
such a short contract, you have to pay out the wazoo.
yeah, that's a
year.
good point. And also,
wait till Isaac Paredes' contract is up. Then
Like, imagine how much you'd have to pay Juan Soto on a 3-year contract.
a bazillion trillion. Exactly. That's the reports I'm hearing. Bazillion trillion.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
a
some
lot.
crazy people on this list, dude.
That'd
You guys want to
be
hear this?
Juan Bezos.
Sure.
Oh. I mean, Mike Trout's second, obviously. Rendon is making the third most money per year in
Stanton's got to
2026.
be up there. Stanton's on like 30 a year, right?
Stanton is 18th. He's making 30 mil. But dude, like there's
30
some-
mil is 18th.
Yeah, this is for 2022, like per year. DeGrom's 4, Cole's 5, Trevor Bauer 6. Jesus Christ.
Oof.
Steven Strasburg is 8. Oh,
He's got that John Wall contract.
having him and Rendon in the top 10 is criminal. People are like, we should have paid Rendon. I'm like, it was a lose-lose. We shouldn't have paid either of them. I wish them all the best. We wouldn't have won a World Series without either of them. I'm not mad about anything we did. I'm not mad about paying Strasburg. I guess it was the right decision at the time. But these guys don't play. Rendon he's like the guy from SpongeBob with glass bones. He literally doesn't play. He walks out of his house. He breaks a leg. Brutal. What else you like today, Nick?
So this is another one that I like. I like the Cubs today.
Okay.
They're plus 105 ish on the road today at Milwaukee. So you got
Okay.
Seinfeld Alexander on the mound for Milwaukee. I call him Seinfeld. I don't think that's his actual nickname. His name is Jason Alexander.
What's the bit with that? There's like some like character name that in Seinfeld or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I never watched. I like Larry David. I'm a Larry David guy. I watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, but I never really watched Seinfeld. Yeah.
Well, I think it's the name of the actual actor.
Okay. Gotcha. Some guy said if I make a parlay today, he's gonna get down on all fours and bark like a dog. All I gotta do is make a parlay. I don't have to hit it. I mean, I can whip you up a parlay real quick, brother. I don't know if that's a fair gift for you.
Yeah. So on this Cubs game, so Jason Alexander on the mound for Milwaukee, he's really, really, really bad. He's got a 3.8 ERA this year, so people might look at that and say he's a good pitcher. He's given up 39 hits in 30 innings. So he gets slapped around. He's only struck out 15 batters, and he's given up 13 walks. So it's got a 1.7 whip. So I think that the Cubs team, especially with what's his name, with Seiya Suzuki back in the lineup as of yesterday, big boost for this offense. I think that they're going to have a lot of success against Alexander. Kyle Hendricks, somebody said, and is right, I'm usually not the biggest Kyle Hendricks fan, but on the road, I definitely trust Hendricks a little bit more. Back half of the Brewers lineup looking weak. And the other thing that I think is really key here is the Brewers are probably going to be without their top 3 bullpen arms today. So Brad Boxberger, Devin Williams, Josh Hader have all pitched back-to-back games. Hader's thrown 54 pitches over the last 2 days. Williams has thrown 39. Boxberger's thrown 46. Boxberger and Hader, neither of them have gone 3 games in a row all season. And Williams has only done it once. And I think that was when Hader was out. So you're looking at like 4th, 5th options down the stretch in the 9th inning. It's going to be like Sidearm Sutter and Gott, or whatever his first name is, Gott, as the closers, and then even worse options in middle relief, because those guys are usually middle relief pitchers and they're not good.
Trevor Gott. I don't know how the fuck I knew that. Interesting.
So
also looked good in his last 2 starts.
Mm-hmm.
He's looked like old Kyle Hendricks.
So I think that's going to be a really key piece here, because the Brewers have an excellent bullpen if you just look at team level stats, but it's because all of these guys, Hader, Williams, Boxberger, all sub 2 ERAs, and none of them are going to be pitching today.
Well, that's huge, and most people don't even look into that shit. I like the Cubs.
Yeah, I do too.
I like the Cubs today. Let me look. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Kyle Hendricks, some of these veteran guys who got off to tough starts this year, they're starting to get it going, starting to figure out. Not shocking.
Yeah.
Maybe it takes him a little bit to get going, but this is Kyle Hendricks. This is a pitcher who's been pitching great in the MLB for almost 10 years now, guys. Can't count a guy like him out. So maybe he's back. Maybe you get a vintage start from him in a no sweater. Maybe the Brewers offense, who stinks already, in my opinion, maybe they get shut down today. I could see it. And the Cubs hopefully score early. They're like the best team in the first inning in baseball. They score in the first inning every fucking game. It's crazy.
If the Cubs are up early, this is done.
Okay.
Because they're going to score against the Brewers pen.
Yeah.
They're good at scoring early. They are. And hopefully they're going to be good at scoring late tonight with the Brewers B team bullpen. That's huge. That's the kind of shit we need to hear, Nick.
It's a B team starter in the C team pen.
Yeah, let's go. That's huge. All right, I'll be on the Cubs today. I like that play. I like that play a lot. People just gonna blindly bet the Brewers because they're the Brewers playing the Cubs. Give me a break. Love it. Absolutely love it. You got anything else for us?
Nope.
Any other comments? Any jokes? You got any jokes?
Nope.
Nope. All right. You're gonna save all the good jokes for the comments?
Yeah, I mean, I was trolling a couple times in chat while we were up here.
Oh, I know.
Somebody asked me to name 9 quarterbacks better than Kirk Cousins. I just said Mitch Trubisky.
It's honestly probably a valid answer.
Bro, Kirk is good. Give me a break.
Yeah, no, Cousins is solid.
10 quarterbacks, though?
He's not a top 10 QB. He's
not.
not a bottom 10 QB.
No, he's like,
not.
he's
So
probably
you
10
just
to 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
He's getting paid like a top 5 QB, though, isn't he?
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Josh in the private chat, Kirk is the definition of average.
Yeah, he is the most average quarterback in the league.
15 average.
Yeah.
I will say I kind of do miss his averageness though and his consistency on the Commanders.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely something to be said for having a guy who will provide like a minimum baseline of production, even if they don't have that crazy upside.
He's just like football Marco Gonzalez.
Yes.
He's so perfectly average and consistent.
He's a little better than Marco Gonzalez.
He's a little better than Marco. I'm just talking about the average consistency.
That's actually such a good comp.
All right. Mets minus 1.5. Cubs money line. Plus 105-ish. I like it.
Yep.
I like it a lot. I'm not taking the Mets, to tell you that much. I kind of hope Scherzer gets roughed up. So I don't sound like an idiot saying he stinks in his first start back from injury, but we'll probably deal. Because he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's a walking Hall of Famer.
He's a GOAT.
He's a GOAT. All right, Nick. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
Good luck tonight.
You
All
as
right,
well,
bro.
except if you're on the Reds.
Oh,
fair enough.
You could drop that bomb on me right now? Oh, you're on the Mets. Duh. Okay. Yeah. All right, brother. Peace, my man. Okay. We got DeGen Hours waiting patiently, walking around. Who knows where he's going? Let's bring him up.
What's up, Krabs? What's up, Javon? How you guys doing?
Where you walking to? Where you going?
I just got off work, just enjoying the backyard on this nice day.
Sure, get the legs loose. I like it.
Yep,
Get the brain
yep.
going.
Yeah.
What do we
How's
like
you guys'
today, bro?
4th of July weekend?
It was good. Javon said he was eating he was over at Hooters eating wings, having a great time. I was moving into a new place, so I didn't get to indulge so much. But Javon was over there having the time of his life.
Nice.
Oh, of course.
All right, I'm gonna keep it going with the Nerfy a day for the month of July.
Okay.
1-0 on stream so far, undefeated, never lost. I'm going right back to my Nerfy that I went with last night. Cueto clutched up for us, going White Sox Twins. Give me 6 outs. I believe we got my man Michael Kopech versus Chris Archer on the bump, so I'm liking it. Let's do it.
Yeah, those are two fucking studs. I think we have is it Winder pitching for Minnesota? Winder?
No, it's Archer.
Did they change it? When I checked this morning, it said Chris Archer, but I don't know.
Javon, can you check the books, bro, real quick?
Check the books. Let's
Check the
see.
data. Check the data.
It is Josh Winder.
Yeah, dude. Oh no.
Is he a bum?
It was not initially. I mean, he's okay. He's okay.
I'm sticking with it. I love when the Nerfy hits the day before. I always keep on riding. They ride it with it during the series.
Hey,
So
you're not asking for 20 outs.
oh, just 6, man. Come on.
You're not even asking for 10.
Exactly.
Just 6.
Exactly.
6 simple outs. You know what
Mhm.
happened last time I took a Nerfy? You want to know what happened?
Was it first pitch?
First pitch home run from Duran on the Red Sox.
I think that's a lot better than bottom first 2 outs. You almost got it. Then he hits a nuke.
No, I
Please
did.
get out of
I
the way.
grabbed the remote. I said, boop, turn that shit off.
Yep.
No, you're right. I'd rather it be over. Cut the
Exactly.
shit. Let me know right away. I'm with you. I'd rather lose a
Yep.
bet by 100 runs than lose on a walk off. Losing on a walk off in the last out first of all, it should be illegal. I don't know how I can make that. Maybe I can hit up Congress or something, see if I can get that banned. But it's ridiculous. But you're
Yeah.
sticking with your guns. You're
Yeah, I'm sticking with it
your
for sure. Also, just really like Reds first 5 team total under 1.5. Like I just think Scherzer just gonna beat him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm betting
I mean,
that too.
I don't hate that at all.
Yeah.
Reds
Fair enough.
first 5 team total under 1.5.
Yep.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
All right, brother. Well, I appreciate it. Good luck on your Nerfy journey. Okay. I'm
Thank
wishing
you.
luck.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Let's
All right,
do
bro.
it. How we going,
Peace.
guys? Peace.
You too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, we got a couple minutes. We'll give people like a minute to hop on. Last call. Closing time. If you want to come on up. If not, Javon, we got some work to do, bro.
We do.
We got some work to do. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 2-teamer Tuesday today.
It is.
How about them apples? I think you and me should both craft up a 2-teamer Tuesday, 2-teamer for Tuesday. We're going to put together a Surgeon 3-teamer. I want to work with you on that. And then the community parlay, obviously. Josh, if you want to go ahead and get that started, my man, fire away. Fire away. Yeah, guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll, not poll. Vote in the poll so we can figure out the community parlay so I can figure out what I'm fading. And then I'll probably lose and you guys will win. So there you go. Because that's how my betting has gone recently. There's the poll, guys, in chat. Figure it out. What are you geeking about?
No, I was just gonna say it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny when you say that, and then someone's gonna lose or someone's gonna win. And you're just gonna get absolutely tripped.
I mean, that's just how it goes.
It's like
It's a lose. It's a lose-lose. It's a
It
lose-lose. Okay. Surgeon 3-teamer. Why don't we start working on this? I mean, should we make ours first? I want to give the surgeons the benefit of the doubt. We'll take the 3 we like the best from them, and then we'll pick ours because I don't want to just pick one that I like that someone else is also on and take it away from them. Because I'm feeling nice today. How about that? What do we like today? I'm gonna share this doc with you.
I have it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's cut the shit. Let's get to business. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best time of the show where me and Javon go full Megamind Jimmy Neutron mode. And we put together a winning parlay. Listen up. Did you watch Jimmy Neutron growing up? Or are you too young for that? You did?
No, I'm not too young for that.
Yeah, best show of all time.
It's a staple.
All right, well, let's have a brain blast. Let's do it. All right, Surgeon 3-teamer. I mean, I love the Cubs. I think Nick sold the fuck out of it. I think that goes in. I think that's a great play. Don't overthink it.
We also probably have to throw the WNBA Sun minus, what is it, 5?
Ooh, I don't know, dude. Do we want to take a play that was pitched twice? A WNBA play that was pitched twice? Is that cursed, or is that good, or is that bad?
I don't know if it's. I feel like it's WNBA, so it's like the there's not much you can go with. I don't feel like it's the same. I don't feel like it's the same like as hearing a side this multiple times in the MLB.
Yeah, I think it'll be in the.
That'll
It'll
probably be
be in the community lag. I'm assuming it'll be in the community lag.
Fair enough.
Which you guys should be voting on. Please check that data. Yeah, we can't lock in anything anyways until we see the community lag, but we can throw out ideas.
Just talk through it.
Sure.
I don't know, something that I really liked for our little. I don't know what we're doing as far as like a 2-team or team total or whatever. I think the Orioles team total might be a pretty good look today.
Orioles. Okay. I could get behind that.
Yeah, I mean, I love to fade my man Spencer Howard, and I really like a lot of the hitters today in that lineup. As far as Mullins, I love Mountcastle again, like I do pretty much every day. There's a lot in my lineup that's to like today on both sides, really. But I think I'd rather count on the Orioles to score runs.
I like the way the total's moving. They move from 9 to 9.5. I don't love the money on this. Oh no. Is that thunder?
It is. It's about to storm aggressively.
Okay, maybe Orioles TTO. Is that something you liked before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Who pitched that one?
I don't think anybody pitched that one. I was just talking about it. Just talking about
Well,
ideas
Austin,
thrown out there.
Austin gave that as one of his leans.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. That could be the corporate submission.
Yeah.
My guy Yankees 1129. I can't believe I even said your username out loud, but he said Marlins seem free. They do seem free, and Javon, I honestly want to talk with you about it.
All right, we're just not gonna let this comment slide though. Uncalled for.
Wow.
Too soon. Absolutely too soon.
He's the king of the chat chirps.
Ridiculous.
He really is. He's the king of the chat chirps.
He is.
Yeah. So I was shocked to hear the Gabagool report on Miami today. I liked Miami. I think it's square. I don't care. That's kind of the mindset I have with this. I think it's an auto play. Like, I'm going to play it personally. That's something we can put in there. I have a feeling that also might be in the community lay. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll probably be in the community parlay. I mean, I like everything about it. So I mean, it's Sandy. Yes, absolutely. Everybody's on Sandy, but I mean, it's in Miami where I know they've got a couple guys out here and there, but the Marlins offense is so much better at home, and Noah Syndergaard is so much worse on the road. And you're moving. Like, I'm not expecting the Marlins to go out there and score 8, score 9, but I definitely will not be betting the Angels. That's for sure. So like, I get it. I understand.
Do people still think the Angels are good? Like, is it just because they have Trout and Shohei, and people are just like, they have Trout and Shohei, it's the Angels, they score runs? Because they don't do shit.
I think everybody's pretty off the Angels wagon in terms of what they thought at the beginning of the year.
I had to get the fan in view for the good vibes.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody said too that they did just get Joey Wendell and Brian Anderson back, which are pretty big parts of the lineup. So
I noticed they're back at the park this weekend when they slaughtered the Nats. Those two guys single-handedly fucked us up.
Yeah.
Fucking Joey Wendell, man. Joey Wendell looks like he played on Babe Ruth's team, took a time machine, or fell in some sort of portal and ended up here. When he goes up there to swing, he doesn't make any sense. No batting gloves, old school stance. He geeks me out. Me out. No disrespect at all. I think it's awesome. Just not when he's fucking up the Nats. And then Brian Anderson, who I haven't seen play since 1994, came back. All this, I didn't even know he's coming back. He's back this weekend. Dominated us.
Yep.
Dominated.
I I know
Cooper's
the
back,
world is
yeah.
pretty mad that John Birdie's not playing because everybody and their mother is on the stolen base trend for that guy at this point.
Dude, does he just try to steal base every time he gets on base? It's insane.
Yeah, pretty much. And Syndergaard, like I've talked about this before, Syndergaard is the highest
Ooh.
stolen base rate guy in the league. So I mean, there's gonna be some in that lineup, regardless of who it is. So like Joey
How
Wendell,
fast is that team? How fast is that team without Birdie? I know that's their guy. That hurts.
Joey Wendell's a suitable replacement. Say that.
Man, I wish they had Jazz, and I wish they had Birdie. That would have been huge.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, but if he's that bad at pickoffs, people could still take advantage.
Yeah, I mean he has the lowest caught stealing percentage in the league, which it's a little bit of that plays into the catcher too, but that's not changing. So
yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Some other plays I heard that I liked. I liked Austin's Cleveland Detroit under 9.5. I thought that was a pretty good angle. I liked. Who else do I like? I didn't hate the D-backs angle, though. You know what happens when I touch the D-backs? Bad things.
yeah, that game just really sketches me out. I hate it. I hate everything about it.
All right. Well, we got the community lie. Are the people ready for this? It's hysterical. It's if I had a gun to my head and had to list off the 3 teams that were going to go in here, I'd still be alive and barely breathing. I'd probably be at McDonald's picking up a fucking McDouble because I'd be carrying on my life. You ready?
Let's hear it.
Miami money line, shocker. Wow, look at this one. I think this one is literally just to fuck with me that people put in. This is a good troll. The Yankees minus 1.5. You fuckers, man. Unbelievable. It's like the best way to troll me is just put the Yankees in the community like every single time I come on here and host for the boy Trent. Literally I'm pretty sure it's like 3 for 3 or whatever. Every single time Yankees minus 1.5.
Tip of the cap. Tip of the cap to you guys.
Maybe it's coincidence. I don't think it is. I think it's honestly hysterical. It's a good chirp. And then we're going with the Sun, not Suns, singular.
Just
the Sun,
only one.
-5. All right, that's what we got. So unfortunately, the WNBA play is off the table for our lay.
Yeah, it's good enough.
And so is Miami, which is beat, and that scares me that it's in the community lay. But what is your take on that game with Sandy Alcantara on the mound? Do we just blindly take Miami and because there's always a couple players every year, and this goes for every sport, but especially baseball, especially pitchers. There's always an arm or two that is just so dominant and good that the books just can't keep up adjusting the odds, and they just keep defying all, laws of fucking whatever. And maybe Sandy Alcantara is that guy. Maybe he's just so good that even if the line looks a little like sketchily short, he's just that good. It just doesn't matter. He's still going to win.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably play it just in something. Like I'll play it straight. I'm not going to put it in anything else. It's just because, at this point, especially with Angels offense, like not only can they, like they're terrible against right-handed pitching, but they're really just terrible against everybody. They can't hit. And in a Marlins lineup that hits better at home, they have guys back. They have the line move with them, so it's not like you're betting against any sketch scenario on that side. You're just kind of rolling with it. Like I definitely can't catch me betting the Angels, like I said.
I think it's
Magical powers. Which one, those two?
Can you? We've never had the other one fired up on here. Are you able to turn that on? Do you have to go flip like some crazy switch, like in the basement, to get the second fan on?
It's also just loud.
Dude, can you at least just get it going for a sec for the vibes?
I want to do that. It's so loud.
Can you just flick it on? I just need to see it move. All it has to do is just move.
All right.
Just make it move, please. We need it. Just for a sec. All right, we got life. Get that show going. That's what I'm talking about, Cowboys Nick.
It does work.
Attaboy. It works. It works.
It does.
Get that show going, stat. Attaboy, Cowboys Nick.
Yeah, both.
Oh, They're connected.
Yeah, they're on the same like little thing. Yeah.
They're connected. Wait, is there a bar that connects them?
Yeah, they're on a bar like with the light
Shut
in
up.
between them and stuff too. Yeah,
The chodes are connected.
they are.
No, they're not.
Tip to tip. Yep.
I swear to God. I swear to God, those were not connected last week.
They were.
Did you install something like some sort
I
of
did not.
bar
I
to
did
connect
not.
the chodes?
That's just how they are.
Chode bang.
Side me.
Oh, yeah, those chodes are docked. Yep. Unbelievable. We're hitting a parlay now, ladies and gents. We're hitting some shit. All right, I think we've got some other shit in here. Josh, you're geeking me, bro. Prize Picks Medkit, which is obviously gonna be tweeted out. We got Giancarlo Stanton over 1.5 total bases. Javon, your shit's chalked. Boston, Tampa, Murphy. Okay. White Sox, Minnesota, Murphy. Okay. People want to support my guy's journey for a Nerfy a day. Keeps the bookie away. Love it. We got our girl B. Jones over 11.5 points. Sure. And our girl Williams, PRA, the do-it-all. She scores, she shoots, she rebounds, she passes. PRA over 13.5. And I'll say that again before we get off, but it's also going to be tweeted. So
Yeah,
that's
you
what
can
I'm talking about.
throw Schwarber in there too.
Schwarbs.
I mean, I didn't really give like an official pick. I guess I just said Stanton, but Schwarber is probably my favorite today.
Oh
I see
no, is it too late to get did the fucking baseball game start? Oh no.
Starts,
we got
I think,
minutes.
4:10, right?
All right, what am I fucking pairing Luke Voigt with, dude? Please.
Put it with Schwarber or Stanton.
Okay. How much can I throw on this damn taco, first of all?
Not much.
It ain't much. Oh, I can't. Okay, whatever. Fuck the taco.
It's like 25, I think.
It's not even worth my fucking time. Get that damn taco out of here. All right, we're gonna do Luke Voigt's. What were the other two you said? Either Schwarbs or
Schwarber or Stanton.
Okay.
Or if you want to get cute, a little Adolis runs an RBI because I'm on that too.
Adolis Garcia.
Yep.
Bro, every time I take him, he mushes. I don't think me and him collab very well.
Yeah, you can stick to one of the other two.
Yeah, no, that's true. So who am I going to take?
Flo has a fantasy score. Is that right?
Has that ever happened before?
I think very rarely. But they usually don't give it to him against lefties because that guy is lefty destroyer. Weird. Interesting.
Right. For Stanton. Do I just cut the shit and take Stanton over 1.5 total bases?
Sure.
Compared to Schwarber, what? Total bases as well?
Total bases, yeah.
Oh, against the Nats. He owns the Nats.
He does, and it's going to continue.
I'm going to take Schwarbs. I got a weird feeling about Giancarlo. I also hate the Yankees, and I don't want to root for him. That's probably really what it is. Let's not kid ourselves here. All right, guys, you got 2 minutes to lock this shit in. Listen up. Luke Voigt, over 1/2 runs and RBIs. Kyle Schwarber. There's a guy at Nats Park who would always yell when he come up to the bat. He'd go, Schwarber. Sound like he smoked a pack a day. So out of respect, units are deployed. Boom.
Get a little juices flowing early.
Juices are, consider them flowed. Like a fucking water, like a waterfall. All right. Well, now it's time to get to business. All right, bro.
Down to business.
All right. Surgeon 3-teamer. We got Chicago, ML. What else did you like? I want you to pick one next. I picked the first one.
I like the Orioles team total.
From Austin?
I mean, yeah. I liked it before he came on too, but Ollie also texted a little bit ago saying his free fades of the day, as he called them, were Orioles money line and Sandy over outs.
Word.
For those interested.
Okay. Yeah, needed it. I don't know where I forgot Ollie was even on here. I guess he must have gotten wrapped back into the golf. He tried.
Yeah, he said his internet was first row Walmart. So
Okay, well that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We got Cubs ML. We got Baltimore team total over, and we've got what's one that we can both come to consensus on here that was pitched. Miami, we can't. That was taken. Zeke pitched the Yankees. Give me a break.
Let's see. Let's see. This is weird. It's a weird slate, honestly.
Should we take your Rays?
Dude, I cannot confidently agree to that.
Okay. Well, then we're definitely not fucking taking the Rays. Do we take my guy John Ballman and trust the Wizard and take the D-backs? Snakes plus 145. I know you don't love that. I can tell. I can feel it.
I don't love it because I think Gilbert's going to give up his fair share of runs too.
I mean, yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah, I mean he's not great.
Okay, let's take. Should we take the Yankees so that the Pirates win? And then we take Pirates.
We already have the community parlay doing that job for us.
Back. All right.
I think, I mean, if we want to touch the D-backs game, we could just go with the over.
Yeah, but it wasn't even pitched. It's got to be a surgeon.
Oh, it has to be surgeon pitched? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm looking for underdogs. I'm on the search. Yeah. Let's go with
why don't we go with that Jays team total?
Because I don't know because people can't. Not everyone can parlay first 5 team totals.
I mean, we could just go the full game.
I know, but that's not what was pitched. It breaks the rules.
All right.
Rules are broken.
All right.
Did we just take the Mets? Big Kitchen was on it and Nick was on it.
I like it. I just know you are not keen on it.
Well, this isn't my parlay. This is the surgeon parlay.
I know, but
it's not.
We're
This is very
we're
rare.
making final calls here.
You're right, and our jobs are on the line. Our integrity is on the line. All right, let's take we can't take the fucking Padres over either. The Gen pitch because it's about to start in 2 minutes.
We don't want to take that anyway. So people have time to get it in.
You're right. That's what. Yeah. Okay. All right. What about my guy Muse, who came on? He's been hot as hell on the stream. Why don't we take either Cardinals ML or Phillies ML?
You're gonna agree to Phillies ML?
Sure. It's a win-win for me. Let's see. I also don't hate the Cards ML against Ian Anderson at home, who stinks.
I don't either, but that lineup that they just released for that game is weird. They have Tommy Edman hitting 7. Which I don't. Yeah, they have.
Was Tommy Evans staying up late last night and get caught doing some bad shit?
Just Brendan Donovan and Yepes is fantastic, but Brendan Donovan and Yepes hitting 1 and 2 in that lineup is weird.
I mean, Brendan Donovan's a beast.
He is. It's
just,
Austin Romine is still playing baseball too. It's wild.
Do you like the Phillies today?
I mean, I like a lot of the Phillies players. That's for damn sure.
You think the Phillies win the game tonight?
I mean, I do. I would be cool not putting it in though.
Okay.
Just because I don't really know what to expect from the Phil's bullpen game.
You're right. And a lot of season left. The Nats can still turn around. Starts to that.
They can.
What about Boston, Tampa Bay under? Ooh, that was the great pitch to that. And we like the over.
All right, that's one where either side you have to wait. I'm gonna wait and see if it moves. If it doesn't move, I'm taking
You're right. Well, shit, Javon. We're running out of options.
I'm looking. I mean, I can really get behind the Mets.
Then let's take the Mets. I'm cool with
I
it.
told you that.
Fine,
I'm
let's
in.
do it.
I'm in.
Okay, don't yell. All right, we'll take the Mets. Fucking A, man. Fucking Mets. All right, we'll take the Mets. We'll give credit to Nick, and we'll give credit to the GOAT, Big Kitchen.
Of course.
Who always brings the good energy. All right, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Surgeon parlay. This shit's smacking. I like all three of these plays. Cubs ML. That shit's smacking. Baltimore team total over. That shit's smacking. And the Mets -1.5. That shit's smacking.
Like it.
What do you guys think of that? Chat, you guys like that shit? We got an underdog, we got a team total, and we got a favorite. I feel like it's like perfectly balanced. It's like the fucking it's like Thanos when he has the fucking thing he's bouncing on his finger.
Yes, team total is 4.5.
Yup. All right. So if anyone who didn't hear that and is frantically trying to get it in, because everyone always freaks out, guys. First of all, we always tweet these out, and we always make sure we pick games that don't start right away. Follow Surgical Streams on Twitter. But anywho, the Surgical parlay: Cubs ML, Baltimore team total over 4.5, and Mets -1.5. Ugh. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Yeah, it also goes the surgeon leg goes across the bottom, guys, which I honestly just figured out too. I'm not gonna lie, hands up. But it's going across the bottom, so it's actually right there in front of your face. I just realized this too. Thank you, Josh. All right. Well, now it's time for the two-piece hold the fries. I'm smacking mine. I don't know if you're smacking yours. Let's go 1-1-1-1. That way it's fair. I'll let you go first.
What are we doing?
What?
What are we
We're
doing?
We're doing a two-teamer. Krabs two-teamer and a Javon two-teamer. Unless you want to do a mega parlay.
No, we can go a two-teamer. Or two-teamers. I'm gonna take the Giants D-backs over. That's what I'm gonna do. Giants D-backs over 9.
Okay.
That'll be my first leg.
And if you guys want to do the mega parlay, then just put the parlays together. Might be the smartest thing I've said all day. All right, and is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Nice. 1, 2, 3 inning, top of the first. Fuck. In the Mariners game. All right, well, I'm going to take the Rays over, and I'm just going to pray that it doesn't move.
Fair enough.
Rays, Sox, over. That's my first.
I feel like I should be giving a Prize Picks two-teamer.
Ooh. Do you want to do that instead?
I feel like that would be the smarter thing to do.
Whatever buttons you click, and then after the games are complete, you have money in your account. Do that.
Fair enough. Well, I still will be taking that D-backs over for sure, but I'll give a Prize Picks two-teamer, and you can.
Attaboy. Let's get some milks in chat for my guy Javon.
Yeah, you can sure as hell bet that one of those legs is going to be Kyle Schwarber over total bases. That's for sure. I have to put that on.
Schwarber total bases?
Yeah. It just has to be in there. No questions asked.
Okay. This guy gets it. Whatever brings the coins home.
Yeah.
He's not asking for John. He's not asking for a plus $1 million parlay. He's not asking for a plus 1,000.
Yeah, 100%.
He's asking for a simple plus 300 two-teamer dreamer Prize Pick stop. That's all he's asking.
Yeah. And somebody was saying they don't have Prize Picks in New Jersey. So, all right, I'll keep it to total basis because that's what I was going to do anyway. Because those are available everywhere. So give me him. And honestly, somebody said Arenado too, which I actually do really love. But give me Kyle Schwarber and give me Giancarlo Stanton. Those are my two. Total bases, both over 1.5 today.
It's that simple, guys. Here's what you do. You log into Prize Picks, promo code Krabs. or promo code book it, but use mine. You click Schwarber total bases over, and then you click Stan total bases over, and then you put your phone down. You come back in 3 hours, and then you're rich. It's that simple. And then when it loses, you can yell at Javon.
Yeah,
okay? As a coping mechanism.
That's how it goes.
It is how it goes. And then when it wins, you don't say anything or anything.
No, they do. They do. They're good about it. But hey, when I lose, deserve the chirps. So let's
You
bring it
do.
on.
Hey, we know what we signed up for. You know
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. Love it. We ain't soft over here. All right. Well, I'm gonna stick with my first submission, that Tampa Bay over. I'm gonna make sure right now that it hasn't moved.
Still at 9. That the juice is just weird on it though. Which I mean, it's only a couple cents going back and forth, so I don't want to think about it too much. But it doesn't look like it's moving.
I mean, that's fine. That's what we want. That's good. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay Boston over. I kind of wish I kept the Cubs to myself, like a greedy bastard, but that's okay. It's for the people.
Fair enough.
What else? What do I want to put in here, guys, as my other one? Should I just take the Yankees alt line plus 1.5? That's got to hit, right?
Krabs VIP premium.
My first VIP play for sale is Yankees plus 1.5 alternate line today, guys.
Would be so close.
Okay. The Cardinals are looking at me funny too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't hate them.
I could also see. And Capitalize Nick, bro. You come in here, you steal my freaking plays that I was probably gonna take. You son of a gun.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
I don't know why. I just have a weird feeling in my belly that the Rockies Dodgers game's going under. Maybe it was the Chipotle last night. I don't know. Or yesterday. Maybe it's gonna hit. It's gonna be a no-hitter combined. Both sides. 0-0 going in extras. And then the overheads. I don't know.
No,
But that's looking at me funny.
Yeah, as a frequent Marquez supporter over like the last month, where the guys actually look like a serviceable pitcher, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Not
What do you
one bit.
think about that?
I mean, I can get behind it. I really can. Honestly, I think the Rockies win that game.
Woo!
I think it's priced a little too high. So like I can get behind betting it itself. Because Pepio starting now too instead of Mitch White, which I don't think one is significantly better than the other. Not that I've paid much attention to these guys, but I don't think they're going to be out there going 6 or 7 innings regardless. So I don't know. I like Marquez.
That's fair. I might snag that Cleveland Detroit under that Austin was pitching, because that shit just doesn't make any sense. As soon as you said that, I was like, that makes no fucking sense. I have to bet that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Am I allowed to put the Nats in there?
I mean, you're allowed to.
But then I
If you
can't
really
bet
want to. If you really want to.
No, I want to actually bet this, and that's why I'm taking my time and taking it seriously, because I want to actually bet this and ride it with the team. So I need a second. You can't rush excellence. I think Abraham Lincoln said that. Write that down. I mean, the Pirates would have been play, and now they're ruined. Thanks, guys.
Honestly, I'll probably run a 2-teamer with just my little Orioles team total and D-backs over. That's what I'll do.
Really? Okay.
But that's one that I'll be kind of monitoring lines and lineups probably up to first pitch. So I'll wait on that, but I'll probably end up doing it.
That's fair. That's fair. Damn, is Kikuchi really this bad? Is he about to get shelled today by Oakland?
I don't think so.
But Oakland or no?
I don't know. I was shocked that nobody said anything about this Royals-Astros game today. Everybody must be pretty scared after yesterday.
Yeah, so what happened yesterday? The Royals were up big, and then they blew it, and then our guy hit a fucking walk-off, Jordan.
Yep. It's a sketchy game, so I kind of agree.
I mean, you know who's been balling in his last couple starts? Dickhead Greinke. He's been balling.
Yep. Just
But
a
he
little
throws,
bit.
he throws like 89. Does he not sketch you out a little bit up there?
He
against
does.
that? It's like
He does. It's just, I don't know. That game is weird, which I guess I'm not surprised that people didn't come on and say, because it is a weird game, but at the same time, it is the Astros, which everybody loves, and Zach Greinke, who everybody hates. Just expecting somebody to come on and say it.
okay. I'm gonna take. Fuck you, Josh. God damn it. I'm not taking them. I'm not. Although I'm hearing the Sharps are all over 'em. I'm hearing it.
Sharps are just over them every day.
All right, I'm taking the under in the Cleveland Detroit game because I think it's gonna hit. I was gonna try to get cute and take an underdog, but I'm gonna try to give a winner out and not get cute for the people and for my own bank account and for everyone's sake, because that's what a normal human would do. Not try to be the smartest person in the room and take every underdog. Give out winners, whether they're a favorite or an underdog. We don't discriminate around here. Favorites, underdogs, who cares? Doesn't matter. Just click the right button. That's all you got to do. Just click the right button. And I'm clicking the right ones here. Shout out Austin for giving me a brain blast. I like this play. We're taking Cleveland, Detroit under 9. I don't even want the 9.5. Give me the 9. I don't even want it. Give me the under 9. Fuck it. That's what we're going with. I'm taking the Tampa Boston over, and I'm taking the Cleveland Detroit under. It's that simple. Guys, I'm not asking for the whole world. I'm not asking to be a bazillionaire from one play. I'm just asking for 2 buttons to be clicked. They're the right ones. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. I think we could do it. I know you're going to do it. I know you're going to do it.
Hope so.
All right, here's what we got. You ready?
Let's hear it.
We've got – I got to read Nick's smart-ass comments first. All right. Yeah, smartest person is not who takes all underdogs. It's who wins. Yes, thank you. That's what I just said, Nick. Good job. Okay, here's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Prize Picks Med Kit. Stanton bases. Total bases over. Boston, Tampa, Nerfy. Chicago, Minnesota, Nerfy. We got Jones points over 11.5. That's WNBA. And we've got Williams, PRA, the do-it-all. I'm hearing she's the Giannis of the WNBA. I just made that up. Don't actually take that into account. That's what we got for the Prize Picks Med Kit. And we've got a community parlay. How about this one, guys? Surprise. Yankees minus 1.5. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that, making me say that out loud. You got me. You found the one way to troll me where it was actually funny. You got me. Miami ML. That's a good play. I actually like that play. And then the Sun, not Suns. Don't get confused. Don't get twisted. This ain't Summer League. This is the real shit. This is WNBA. Okay. The Sun minus 5. Okay. Look it up. I think it's on Facebook. You can watch it on there. That's what we got. Your prize picks. What do we got? What is it?
We're going Kyle Schwarber over 1.5 total bases, and my man Giancarlo Stanton over 1.5 total bases. We'll probably have spaces and everything coming up here soon, but those are some little 2-teamer that I'll do right now.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We've got my 2-teamer, crab leg. How about it? Crab legs, I guess. 2 of them. We got the Tampa Bay Boston over. We've got the Cleveland Detroit under. That's what we got. 1 over, 1 under. Perfectly balanced, as it should be. I'm not taking 2 of the biggest favorites. I'm not taking 2 underdogs. I'm not taking 2 overs. I'm not taking 2 unders. I'm taking 1 of each. Boom, boom. 1 over, 1 under. The over in Tampa Bay, Boston, and the under in Cleveland, Detroit. It's that simple. 2 buttons. Boom. Lock them in. And then we've got the Surgeon 3-teamer, which I'm in love with. I'm going to ride this one myself. I'm not going to ride it. The Mets are in it. I might ride it.
Just take them out.
No, we're not taking them out.
No, you just personally take them out when you place it.
No, that's not fun. I'm going to ride it for like 0.25 U's or some shit like that.
Fair enough.
We got Cubs ML, which is maybe my favorite play that was pitched on here. Shout out Nick, even though you're being a jerk to me in the comments and hurt my heart. Best play pitched on stream. Good job. Baltimore TTO, 4.5 from Austin. What a beast. And then the Mets, -1.5. Shocker, capitalized Nick, sharp as attack. And also my guy, Big Kitchen. Got to give him props because he pitched as well. That's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. That's your show. Those are your parlays. I hope everyone has a great day. I hope everyone hits all their bets. I hope everyone is slowly but surely recovering, getting back to 100% after a 4th of July. Javon, are you going to go watch these games at Hooters tonight? What are you about to do?
I wish. Would like to do that every day. I'm sure we all would.
Wouldn't we all? Well, we need to hit more Prize Picks if we want to do that. You know?
Yep.
If you give me, I'll give you a month. You give me 5-piece Prize Picks. No rush. You come to me on a day where you're feeling good and you're feeling like you got some options. You're feeling confident. You give me a 5-team Prize Picks, 5-player Prize Picks. I'm going to throw a unit on it. If it hits, I'm going to fly you up here and we're going to go to Hooters. Deal?
Sounds like a great deal.
Well, great deal for you, but I need the winners. That's what I need.
Fair enough.
You got me?
Of course.
Word. Okay. We're going to close this down. I got to get food. We'll probably run the spaces or something on Twitter, guys. Javon refills his milk at Hooters. You'd be a sick pup if you get milk at Hooters. Imagine looking the Hooters girl in the eyes saying, let me get some milk. You're a sick pup.
I'm sure it's been done.
That might be the worst dad joke of all time, asking for milk at Hooters. Grow up. I'm surprised Capwise Nick didn't give us that earlier. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Don't bet on the Nats ever. That's the only advice I'll give you. I'll leave you with. Javon, anything before we go?
We're good.
All right. We need runs in this day game. It's not looking pretty. I think we're going to get 2 no-hitters is what we're getting here. But, hey, the great thing about gambling, the great thing about the dog days of summer, the great thing about baseball, Javon, is that there's always another game. They're all fucking day. So let's hit our bets this afternoon. Let's hit our bets tonight. Let's grab an Ultra. Let's drink up. And let's enjoy the week, my man. It's summer, dog days. Let's hit some winners. Let's hit some Prize Picks. And let's make some money, my man. All right?
Let's do it.